Safe space.
What up, people? Y'all, can y'all hear me properly? If you can hear me properly, say what up, what up, what up, what up, what up. Leave 3 hearts in the comments. Oh, okay, y'all leave 3 hearts in the comments. Okay. Hi, guys. I'm bored, And I said to myself, well, maybe I should go to the bar and get something to drink. And then I was like, no. Then I said, well, why don't you just sit here? I was sitting here doing my cards, playing with my cards. And then, that app that that app, guys, that I had to hop off the live for. And the app that I had to hop off the live for. So I said, I'll just play with cards and do the app. And then I was like, I don't want to do work right now. So I said, well, you know what? I'm just going to talk to y'all. So, hold on. What? Watching the Jamie Foxx special upon your recommendation, of course, and you're disturbed by whatever, bro. Whatever, singing queen. So I just figured I would come and talk to you all, and let's just see what we can get into, because man, I have no thing to do. Oh my gosh, I have nothing to do. So I'm gonna read these comments real quick. Oh gosh. Okay, so I can't check Instagram because the camera's gonna go out. The Sacred Artist, hey BT Moz, thanks for gifting me with okay, so interesting. I hope y'all can hear me properly. If someone buys memberships to gift, I cannot control who gets them. I don't know how YouTube figures it out, right? So for you to be chosen Sacred Artist is like a real thing. Thank you for the green hearts. Hallelujah. Who's this? Charmaine, God's Diamond Girl. Why are y'all up? Yeah, what are y'all doing? Yariel, what up with you? Andrea, oh my God, Sacred Artist. Hey, VTerrillHill, hey, Mel B, how you be? Mel B. Did you guys enjoy the prayer this morning? Did y'all enjoy the prayer this morning? Thank you, Deshaun Neal, for the red hearts. Cali Diva for life. What up, Cali Diva? SWP 215, SWP. No, that's SWP. I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly get. Hey, V Hill, bored over here too. It's too cold to go out. Let me tell you this straight up. When it's cold outside, I have to really think hard before I want to go out, because see, why? I went to Chick-fil-A today. I'm in Atlanta, y'all, and I'm by myself. And let me tell you this, it's been a long time since I've been by myself, and I've really enjoyed being by myself. So I went to Chick-fil-A, and hold on, I need to put some chapstick on. Don't y'all go nowhere. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. I got to put some chapstick on. It's going to worry me to death. Hold on. Enjoy this.
Join safe space, refuge for your burden. Safe space. Here will be surrounded. Alive with your burdens, healing for your soul.
Okay, I'm back. All right, I'm back. So I went to Chick-fil-A today. I got me a #1 deluxe, large fry, lemonade, light ice, chocolate chip cookie. I put my AirPods in, and I sat in Chick-fil-A like an hour and 15 minutes, and that is the kind of square I am. And hold on, I'm doggy sitting. I'll be right back. Because get out that bathroom. I see your spirit. Come out of there. This is so stupid. No, because I have to call all these dogs because these dogs good. Anyway, I'm the kind of guy, I'll do that. AirPods in, feeling good. Then I went to Publix, got me some fried chicken for later. Now I'm in the house. What I look like leaving the house? This house is perfectly fine. So there's that. Where we at here? Me too. I decided to wash all the glassware because it was dusty. See, that kind of stuff for me, and call me old, that kind of stuff for me will make somebody feel good. Hey, Just Being Me, how you doing? Yeah, we're bored too. I mean, it must be a spirit out. And I didn't want to get into no mischief. Can I tell you, you know what? Why didn't I do this in the private community? Because now I can't be as straightforward as I wanted to be. Let me tell you this. I had a lot of opportunity today to get into mischief. But sometimes it's just, ain't nobody got time for all that. Like, ain't nobody trying to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's the dog barking. Ain't nobody trying to do all of that. Like, I don't want that. So I said to myself, okay, well, what can you do that's healthy? So I'm on this live here. All right. His wife, his only wife, 001, what up with you? How y'all doing? We're bored too. Okay, so everybody was good. Then we can talk to each other. We're friends. Hey, Yariel 007. BB Rock, what up with you? BB Rock, you owe me a steak. I ain't forgot that it was a Sunday in April. Let me tell you how my memory works. It was a Sunday in April. We were talking about food and steaks. And you, sir, we were talking about food and steaks, BB Rock. So all right. Prayer was I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Maybe I should play a little bit of it, like share. Well, no, never mind. I'm gonna do that. Loved your prayer. I'm glad to hear that. I am so glad to hear that. Just finished decorating the tree. So they have a really nice tree over here. I have lived by myself. Of course, not 2024. That don't count. But I have lived by myself since 2018, and I've never decorated nothing before. Like for me, it's like, why would I put a tree up and it's just me? But and for the life of me, I don't understand that. Like, and maybe it's festive, but it's like, I'm gonna sit here and put this tree up. Then I'm gonna look at it. I ain't putting no presents up under it. Then I gotta take it down. Who got time for all of that? Anyway, God bless you. Yes, love the prayer. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. Why you done turned it into a church song? Everything I do is a church song. Listen, I lie to you not. I will be in the club, everybody breaking it down, twerking it, doing whatever, and I'll be like, hey, oh, thank you, Jesus. Ask any of my family members. They'll tell you that is the straight truth. Lovely Lady 37177, what up with you? Yana True One, what up with you? Recash, what up with you? Oh my God. Bored in Atlanta is concerning. Okay, now let me tell you something. I earned Unk now. So trust me, if I didn't want to be bored, I wouldn't be bored. That's what we tell these people. I live the kind of life that the apostles and prophets should be living. No, not to get into too much, but I really don't be wanting to get into all the things. Like I really don't like. I think I've gone. Troubles will make you mature, right? And so, or will mature you. And I think what I'm looking for is something a little bit more solid. Like I could have, because I said, well, I'll go to Midtown, go to the people club, and like go to the bar, get something to drink. But I don't know. I want something. I want a substantiated experience. Like I can get a more fuller, wholer, rounder experience talking to you all than doing that. I don't know. I'm on something else right now. So just I ain't gonna do it because old VTerrillHill. Backslid. Well, backslid. You doing right, no? Easy. Vincent, you living holy this weekend? Hell to the no. No, I just don't got that. I ain't on that tip. I'm looking for. I ain't trying to get into that right now. Oh gosh, I got you, bro. Okay, BB Rock. Okay. I watched the prayer replay. Good, 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 good. Hey, Danielle Nicole, how are you? Danielle Nicole, I feel like I've said this before. Do we know each other? If we don't, we should. That's a big 7:21 p.m. you got on your profile picture, Danielle Nicole. That's a huge. Is 7:21 like a special time for you? It's almost covering up your whole forehead. So, Celeste, it's been a while. How are you? I hope you're well. I live alone and still decorate for the holidays. It's good for my. Oh, you know what? I never thought about that part. I never thought about that part at all. Never thought about it. Thank you for the green heart, Celeste. I feel like that too about the Christmas tree. It's just me. But after living in my house for about 10 years, I was like, this is me and I'm worth it. I've been putting up a tree. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I haven't been festive because I don't do festivities. Someone told me when I did live in Atlanta, they was like, you don't deserve to live in Midtown because you don't do nothing. And God knows it's true. I love to decorate. See, you know, let me tell you what I want. I got it. Be right back. Oh, I got it right here. I made me a little smoothie. Don't worry about this. I want to be at this table, right? Picture it. The house smells like Bath and Beyond candles. Maybe a little music playing in the background. I'm sitting here. I just finished prayer with my private community. I'm sipping my coffee because I love coffee. And my man is in his underwear, his boxers, decorating. That's what I want. I don't want to do it. I want it done. And I just be sitting there saying, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. That's what I want, right? And I'd be like, you want some pancakes? Because I like to make pancakes. I'd be like, you want some pancakes? And he'd be like, yeah. And so while he's decorating, I'm making pancakes. Then we sit on the couch and watch Netflix and fall asleep till like 1 p.m. Get up, take a shower, go to the mall, walk around, window shop, get something to eat, stop by a French bakery, get some croissants, come home, warm up the leftovers because you get hungry easily when you ain't doing nothing. You know, I don't know. Like, that's what I'm waiting on, y'all. Does that make me a hopeless romantic? Does that make me like tired? Am I late for that? That's what I want. That's God's will for my life. Oh God, don't do it. And didn't. Backside yourself into some trouble, right? You see, I ran into something back there. The healer's calling is just as strict as Kojic ministerial life for me. Hey, Mariah, how you doing? Are you picking up what I'm putting down now, Trey? We don't, but yes, we should. Email. Okay, let me put my email in here. Hold on. Hallelujah. Yeah, I'm becoming live more often and just talking like this. It's FYI. Info at VTerrillHill.com. That's my email, Danielle. Put up a tree, leave it all year, and decorate for every holiday. You know what? That's actually sort of no. That hell to the no. My Lord. Where we at here? Where we at? Hey, Organically Shanae, how are you? I hope you're well. Hey, sir, troublemaker. Who, me? Now listen, Mad Church Disease, you know I really held back. Because I know me, I go too far, right? I really want to come up there, laugh, cut up, drop some subliminals and go about my business, and that's what I did. But Mad Church, right here at the tip of my tongue, I was about to just, no, my bad. I'm a YN. Swiss cheese. I thought about doing that. I got dirty looks from the family. See, and I know it would be a running joke. It would be a straight up running joke. Ain't nobody got time for that. Hey, y'all make sure y'all like it. It's only 20 likes on there. What's up, Joanne? How you doing? Hallelujah. I am so strange. It's never too late for that. What part? You should walk around the Avalon area in Alpharetta before you go back to NC. You might, I'm supposed to be meeting up with my best friend tomorrow. We might do that. Yes, that sounds like fun. That sounds like fun. Thank you for the Green Hearts, Mad Church. Thank you for the greenhouse, Joanne. Hey, Moni No Love. How you doing, Moni No Love? What up, Jody Branson? How you doing? Evangelist Lizelle, I haven't heard from you in a while. Good evening to you. What's cooking, good looking? What's cooking? Nothing. Me, I'm hot. Cutting up. Got it. Bet. What is this on your arm? The blood of Jesus, Evangelist. So, it's my tattoo. It's my tattoo. I have my tattoo basically runs all the way up my arm. I got it's some of everything on this arm, and then I got a whole thing right here. I'm tatted up. Isn't that green TD Jakes wearing? Isn't that green TD Jakes wearing? Is the green Grinch coat? It is. It's hilarious. Like, come on. Like, okay, come on. My man woke up Sunday morning and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna show these niggas something today. I'm gonna let these niggas have it today. They ain't ready for me." And letting them have it includes a lime green blazer with a polo shirt with stripes across. Okay, let's see what he had on the bottom. Let's play the whole video. And then he was like, okay, so watch it, right? Then he was looking in the mirror and he was like, oh, no, this is it. He was like, oh, something missing. And something told him to find some white patent leather shoes. And if you add them, chef's kiss. And you couldn't tell him nothing. Somebody should have, but they didn't. Jesus Christ. My niece had a year-round tree. It was so beautiful. That's interesting, though. Niasha from Denver. Hello. Thank you, Niasha, because I am bad with names. So hi, Niasha from Denver. How are you? Thank you, Jesus. Me too, Vincent. Me too. Whatever it is, I'm sure. DZ, I'm sure. I held back too with your call me daddy comment. I was gonna like you can call me daddy. Huh? Now Isha knows VTK. Okay, Celeste. I see. You know that's a shame. That's a shame that it's like it's a given. I'm gonna butcher names, but not. Hold on. Niasha. Okay, come on. Niasha. Thank you. Welcome, Niasha. Celeste, I blocks. The moderators are not the only one that block. I blocks too. Mm-hmm. Never too late to be a hopeless romantic and get the things or relationships that you desire. Now listen, I be all up on the tarot card readers and YouTube, and they be like, Gemini, your love is coming. Gemini, it's coming. Gotta switch it up. You got to. You show better. It's weird. It's winter, but not too cold. Jody Branson, where are you? Where are you? Because it's cold over here. Tracy Haney. My name has been butchered from birth. Oh gosh. Oh God. Hold on. Niasha. Got it. Look at your knee and put a Asha. Niasha. Is it Asha? And I'm not being funny. I'm going to get this right. So let's work on this. I will drop a link. He's coming on a Honda in my Niasha, I will drop a link so you could say it to me and say it to the rest of us. I want to get this right. Niasha. Okay. Welcome, Niasha. Welcome the ocean. All right, go. Whew. Nealsha. Nealsha. All right, Nealsha, I got a game for you. All right? I got a game for you, Nealsha. Choose 1, 2, or 3. Choose 1, 2, or 3. Okay, Nealsha? 1, 2, or 3. Which one you choosing, Nealsha? Which one you choosing? 3. Ooh. You got to create some trouble. Like, I don't know if it's current or in the future, but there's going to have to become a time that you're going to have to speak up and say what's on your mind, and it's going to cause some conflict, but do it anyway. Be strong in your leadership. Be strong in who you are. Know that you have it in you to create what you want. You do not need anybody else. Create the trouble, disturb it, do what you need to do. And that's the word of the Lord. Speaking of, what a wonderful way to segue. You have no idea. Is it? Hold on. Wow. Good. Just tip in to say hey before bed. Y'all, I'm nervous about an interview on Monday. Pray. Okay, Mariah. Okay, say less. Say less, Mariah. Say less. She do be on it now. She do be on it, for real. All right. Y'all, the December code, click the Linktree link that Recash put in there. December code, 50% off. You got it, Mariah. Oh, because we're successful over in this private community. We're successful in this private community. Yuppers. Let me see what else I got left. Not left, but what else I got on my mind. Cause hey, Va, how you doing? I gotta go get some allergy medicine. So, Jonathan Ford. Let me go back to the medicine. Jonathan Ford. Sheridan is your girl. Sheridan. Okay, so I'm supposed to be doing it too, but y'all, I've been lying about this book, The Path, the Present, the Purpose, and the people in them for all year. Okay, let me finish this thought first. Jonathan, reach out to Sheridan. Text me, Jonathan, and I'll connect you and Sheridan. She literally has a company that helps you put your book together for you. Because it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Oh, 50% off of a tarot card reading, SWP 215. That's if you're into it. All right? 50% off a tarot card reading. Y'all, I probably need accountability because I'm supposed to have been. That book is supposed to be done by January, y'all. But should I say this? Should I say this, Lord? Lord, should I say it? A lot of times, one of the mistakes that I made when I busted through the seams in February was there are things that were probably supposed to happen for me 2025 that I put on the books for 2024. Like, for example, the soul healing sessions, the 6 sessions thing that we did. And there was a couple of people that signed up, but I think a lot of the things that we attempted to do in 2024 were premature. And the reality is, and I think a lot of those things we was trying to do just to numb ourselves out from the BS. Like, if all else fails, be busy. But looking hindsight now, I think a lot of my ideas and things we implemented was premature, like the original Circle app with the $9.99 group. I'm going to implement it back for sure. And I told the private community this Thursday, I'm implementing it back for sure. But looking back now, I should have came to YouTube first and dropped the price. So you live and you learn, right? Everything that hits your heart doesn't have to be implemented right away. And quite frankly, we needed to make money. So we were trying to do whatever we needed to do to make money because we were not making money at all. So you live and you learn. But guess what? You'll never learn if you don't live. Huh? Ah, oh Lord. If you want to live, if you want to learn, you gotta live. So if you're not willing to learn, if you're not willing to live, you're not gonna learn. If you're not willing to learn, you're not gonna live. So there is that. What Jonathan said here. It's like I'm trying to figure out how much I want to tell. Some of my things are personal, and you know, ninjas are nosy and mean. Yeah, that's something that I deal with all the time. I am naturally a tell too much kind of guy. And I'm careful about that because I don't want anybody to take advantage of my tell too much. So I get that. Capricorn season is coming. That is true. I don't know a lot of Capricorns, to be honest with you. I know a lot of Virgos. I know a lot of Virgos. I know a lot of Libras. I know Leos. Virgos, the Leo, Libra, Virgo, and that really is in that order. Excuse me, Leo, Virgo, Libra thing, strong. I know a lot of Saggies as well, a lot of Sagittarius. I don't know a lot of Capricorns. Like the beginning of the year people, I don't know a lot of them people. I don't know a lot of them people at all. Yeah. Virgo here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, what's y'all signs? What's y'all signs? Put them in the what's the name? Of course, y'all know I'm a Gemini. Team Gemini all day. I'm Team Gemini. Leos. Okay. All right. So the first two are the people that I named. Leo. So we got, okay, Aries. My niece is an Aries, Mariah. Scorpio. You got to use the bathroom? Sag, a Sag sun. Taurus. Oh dear. Them Taurus was, oh. My sister Gemini, God bless you just being me. Jesus Christ. That's a lot. That's a whole bunch. Cancer. Oh my God. Taurus, Sun, Gemini, Moon. Now that's an interesting combination, Celeste. I know you dizzy. Sit down, rest your mind. One part of you want to be at home. One part of you want to work yourself to death. One part of you, that's a whole bunch going on. A good friend of mine is our. Hold on, y'all hear that dog whining? Let me open this door so the dog can get out. Hold on, let me let this dog out real quick. You better go out too. Come on. You had to go use the bathroom? Cancer has no filter at all. No, just Gemini's ain't got no filter. My mother's a Gemini, and we are off the chain. We're certainly off the train. Okay, come on, Team Gemini. Come on. Capricorn ends and begins the year. We the GOAT. I mean, I guess. Like, let's be honest. December and January are lame months. Hold on a bit. In context, God is a Libra. Hold on, Trey. Trey, you joined too? I didn't know you had. When did you join? Trey, were you gifted a membership or did you join? Oh my God, there's a lot of Gemini in here. Now, Trey, my best friend is a Libra. Somebody else is a Libra. And and who else is a Libra? My father is a Libra. Who else is a Libra in my life? I feel like I got a lot of Libras in my life. Lord, no. No. That ain't nothing to cry about. How can I say this? You know, in life, when You fall in love. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Juice Radio and Talk Show. Oh God, restore me, oh God. Restore me, oh God. Oh, you're a Capricorn, Juice Radio? Okay. I mean, like, can I be honest with y'all? And this has nothing to do with Capricorns. Mariah! now, okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Only people that was in that off the chain live will understand. All right, who knows what Mariah is talking about? I want to know who was in here that was on that live. But Mariah, you are absolutely right. Oh God, that is so funny. Oh my God, that is so funny. Oh, that is dope, Trey. That is dope. Perfect. Brianna Colston. Hey, I always want to be. Oh, well, welcome, Brianna. Welcome. Girl, I'm over here still crying. I am just who I am, right? Like, I'm in a way, Mariah. I am in a way. Now, am I spelled, is it Brianna? Make sure I say it right, Brianna, because I don't want to get your name wrong. I am such an away. And it's me and Mariah, and okay, I'm surprised no one else knows the Open My Heart reference besides Mariah. But that is hilarious. Y'all got to be in them private lives because that's where it goes down. The love experience from a Libra is sacred. It ain't all that now. You're going too far now. It is. Y'all pray for me as I go through this hard time. It ain't. It's full of ish is what it is. Thank you, Mariah. Thank you, girl. Mariah, and then these people always talking about, oh, your love is coming, your love is coming, your love. I'm like, shut up. Mariah, we need to get on the phone and just talk this out, girl. Hey, Nicola. How you doing? You all right? Nicole, I love that profile picture. Oh my God. But listen, y'all, I was telling the private community this on Thursday. Y'all don't give up on love now. Don't give up on love. I wrote an email last December to my email community who I've totally abandoned. December, I ain't been doing nothing but going live and minding my business. I'm going to send them an email sooner or later. And I told them the email I wrote last December around Christmas was, by this year's Christmas, I wanted to have matching pajamas. You don't know. Y'all are so soft. Y'all need to close your eyes. Hold on. What? Whoa, hold on. What do you mean SWP 215? I wanted to have matching pajamas. Who knows what might happen? I might have matching pajamas in 2 weeks. Wouldn't that be something? I think it's a wrap for me, Dr. Hill. I'm too old and scorned. Dang. You know what though, Nicola? I got a Gemini friend. We get along so well. No, Mariah, you missed the word of the Lord. This year. I got a Gemini friend, and he's like, I don't ever want to be in love. Honestly, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, a part of me felt like we could have actually been great mates, right? But he was one of those kind of people like, I don't ever want to be in love. Right? So you know me, I don't fool up with all that. It's a rule I got that I should have kept. At any rate, what happened? Oh, how about he is the one that's currently madly in love? and I'm the one single. So the one who was like, no, I want it, I want it, I want it. I'm single. And the one who absolutely positively swore up and down he don't want nothing to do with it is madly in love, talking about some, yeah, he called me and I was crying and he had to come over. I'm like, crying? Since when did you cry? Oh, Nicole, you're a Virgo? Mariah, they ain't acting right this year. Hold on. Celeste, are you still in the chat? Celeste, please come to the front of the chat if you're still here. I got questions for you. I don't know, like, it's going to happen. Like, I know it's going to happen. And to be honest with you, 2024 was probably not the ideal year for me to be in relationships anyway. Because all I was going through, I probably should have prioritized better. You know, again, you live and you learn. Looking hindsight, I should not have really gotten to a relationship in 2024. I should have been like one of those kind of, I don't want to say situationships because that seems too shallow, but I should have taken it way slower, like really slowed all the way down, because what I see now is that my healing should have been priority for me. You live and you learn, right? Celeste, if I'm correct, it seems like you were the one that was asking about a little thing coming in your DMs and Instagram. How did that go? I'm being nosy. Let me see. Gemini look only at face value, so you never find it. Your person will be similar to your mother. Huh. Got my nose itching. The problem with that SWP is the person that's similar to my mother is me. I don't know how that would work with another VTerrillHill. Could you imagine? Like both of us get excited at the same time. We blow these walls apart. Loud, ornery. That would be a mess. Oh my God, that would be a mess. And Celeste, feel free. Now, Celeste, I thought we talked about this. Oh my God. Well, do you, girl? Do you? Whatever makes you feel comfortable. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. Yeah. All right, guys. I think I've run out of things to say. I don't have anything to say. I just want to come over here and say, hey, because I hold on. What's this question? What would you tell your 18-year-old self? Oh my God. I would tell my 18-year-old self. What I would have told my 18-year-old self is, okay, listen, bro. Do not let it destroy you. Don't let it destroy you. What I mean by that is, I let life steal the probably more valuable parts of me that I am now having to recover. And it sent me through a longer route than what it should have sent me through. And I would have affirmed myself. I'd have been like, okay, be weird, be your weird, quirky, out of the box self, and don't let anybody take that from you. I 100% would tell myself that. Like I 100% would have told myself, do it. Do everything, go to your mind. Don't be afraid. You're not going to fail. God's not going to be against you. Take every risk. Just do it all. What I would have done was given myself permission to live. Yeah, absolutely. My 18-year-old self. Because my 18-year-old self, I was having this conversation with my father this past Sunday. My 18-year-old self did not care. 18-year-old Vincent did not care. Oh my God. My 18-year-old self would have told my 23-year-old self, no. Yeah. Something is a coming. There's a trouble a coming. But the reality is, as funny as that is, and I don't know if y'all get the humor in that, as funny as it is, if my 18-year-old self would have truly heard what my 44-year-old self would have had to say, I could have still met him, withdrew all of the good that I was supposed to withdraw from that space, and keep it moving. I thought I needed him. And I'm not afraid to say that now. Maybe ego and pride earlier this year wouldn't say it. I honestly thought I needed him to survive and to be successful. And that's why I stayed as long as I did, because I thought that without a crutch or somebody to lean on, I could not be successful by myself. It's one of the blessings in the producer moving on. Though I so enjoy working with the producer, the blessing that came out of it was I had to do it by myself. And let me tell you what, a lot of times we get these visions, we get these dreams. I mentioned that in our Saturday morning prayer, but then you got to maintain it and manage it. And a part of maintaining and managing the dream is facing your fear. Straight up, you got to face your fear. Don't go out there trying to build anything that's worth building if you are afraid to face your fear. Before you start building it, start desensitizing yourself from your own fear, or you are going to slow yourself down greatly. All right. So what VTerrillHill, what is the first thing I must do before I start my lifelong thing? Be okay. Learn to be okay facing your fear. And if I knew that, good God, 2 years ago, I probably would be further than now. You know what, Trey? That's real. That's real. It ain't always been like that. It ain't always been like that at all. It would hurt me to admit that I thought I needed him. It would hurt to admit that. Now, it's just a reality. It just is what it is. And so I agree. I agree. What's interesting is a lot of times in life, the get back come when you don't care no more. The get back don't always come when you care. I don't know why it's like that. Follow. What were the main principles of starting over that served you well? Okay, see now all right, breathe, Vincent. Number one, yeah, this is real. This is real. Number one, the very first principle that I had to do was divorce all apparent negativity that I had about me. 2018 was my first steps towards starting over. And there was this strong idea that if you left the man of God, your life would be just trash, you would fail. And I understood clearly that if I chose to believe that, it would come true. So every time an intrusive thought would come like, you're going to fail, I would speak to myself and say, that is not true. I am not going to fail. So the very first thing I did was divorce every principle that no longer served where I was at and where I was going. And let me tell you this, a lot of people fail not because they shouldn't have moved forward. They fail because they moved forward without divorcing the principles that kept them where they were at. Cutting a person off, no matter what degree you cut them off, an enemy, a lover, a pastor, a boss, family, whatever. Cutting people off does nothing unless you cut them out after you cut them off. If you are not willing to cut them out, stop being performative. You're going back. What do you mean going back? You might not ever see them again, but you will create the thing you left by the consciousness. So you're like, well, no, I'm through with them. I ain't talked to them in 2 years. But who you talking to now? They just like the person you stopped talking to. You got to divorce the consciousness, divorce the principles. Yeah. And so that if you do that alone, all right, then number one, number two, take risk. Push forward. Push forward. One of my teachings in the private community, one of the teachers in the private community, I went down a timeline of all of the steps I made to get to where I was at. And let me say, you got to take risks, you got to believe in yourself, you got to move forward, you got to be uncomfortable. You got to really be okay. You got to really be okay putting it on the line. Okay. But number one is the most important. The main principle was divorce, what I believed in, and believe in myself. Regardless. I don't care what I did, I believed in myself. True story. Okay, here. Yeah. Hey, Creepy. Yeah. What were parents feeling on your friendship with Reed? They talked about this 2 weeks ago. They didn't like it at all. They did not like it at all. Hated it. Hated it. Second verse, same as the first. Did I miss something? Creepy. What you mean, creepy? I'm sure I should know what you mean. I just don't know. Yes. Are you dating now? No, I am not. I'm open to dating now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am not ready for like real strong relationship unless it takes me over. But I'm open to dating and talking in the talking stage. Yeah, I'm open to that. But nothing more serious than that right now. I really want to take my time. All joking aside, I want to take my time. Final question. What component of yourself are you excited to see manifest? Oh, God. Actually, you all are up. Okay, Creepy. I should have known when you were saying. I absolutely agree. When you said you end up dating the same people in different bodies, absolutely. You all are witnessing that component of me. How I was cutting up yesterday and just free, just happy and just doing what I do and just in the moment. That is the part of me that I'm excited to exploring. I'm excited to start all over again. I'm very excited to start all over again. Very excited to start all over again. Like, I don't even know what my life is going to look like, but I'm hell of excited about it. I'm excited to get more into my creativity, how I dress. Yeah, I got an opportunity. As much as I've hated 2024, like real talk, I got an opportunity to start all over again. And one of the things that I have committed to doing is being wide open on these streams. Y'all might say he's doing too much, he too loud. So no, it's me. It's really me. One moment I'm dropping it like it's hot. The next moment I'm crying to my thank you, Jesus. It's me. Weird, quirky, loud, stumbling, spitting, talking like I got ADHD. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna be me. But remember, that was what I would have told my 18-year-old self. So the message that I would have told my 18-year-old self is what I'm having to tell my 44-year-old self now. Yeah. What astrological sign are you most attracted to? Woo! Wow. I'm gonna have to say, gosh, Virgos. Is I think you know what? I don't know why, because I don't like them much. The Cancer's there's a sexual attraction to Cancer. I don't know what that's about. Virgos, Leos. That line of Cancer, Virgo, Leo, Libra got a stronghold on my neck. Yeah, got a stronghold on my neck. Great question. Speak on it. Be yourself. If you could rewind the times, what age would you go back to and why? Oh, wow. Wow, hold on. These are some good questions, y'all. Okay, hold on. Let me see. If I could rewind the times. 17. I'll go back to 17. I would go back to 17 and I would turn 17 out. I don't know why this is messy, and I don't know if you. Okay, hold on. Let me go in order. Hold on. Same BT 225 feels like it's gonna be a movie, but I have no expectation or plan. It's just so right. Like I don't know. Like the way my life works. The way my life works. The way my life works. Next month I'll be in a new place. Like everything just be all right. Like literally, my life is wild. 1 month I'm at my niece's in Atlanta, babysitting dogs, and I'll be back in North Carolina on Monday. The next month I'll be in Atlanta in a fully furnished high-rise apartment in the middle of Midtown. Like, how the hell did I get here? What in the world happened? So, like for me, it's like patience because I know at any moment something gonna plop. It's gonna be it. Yeah. Love Virgos, but they aren't as affectionate enough for me. And I don't know what that is about that. Like, my ex-girlfriend is a Virgo. A guy I dated very shortly was a Virgo. My best friend is a Libra. A guy I dated really shortly we talked in 2023 was a Libra. Of course, you know, breaking my heart. No, not breaking my heart. Yolanda Adams soul, Mariah, Libra. Dad is a Libra. Yeah, it's a thing. So you're done. Okay, I saw you deleted that, but it's still on my end. But I'll put no more Aquarius as well. You know, when the producer and I this might sound shady, but I swear to God, it's the truth. The producer and I was working on the abuse series. It was one night, and we were like, what sign is more apt to be a narcissist? Because we were working on the narcissist, or we were talking about at least the narcissist of narcissists. And you know what sign that was, right? Aquarius. And yeah. So if I attracted naturally an Aquarius to me, I would really question them and make sure they worked out a lot of the things. Sorry, but y'all know my past is an Aquarius, so there's a thing there, right? As a matter of fact, the producer, well, that's his story to tell. Never mind. Take me back to 15 or 16. Yeah. I would go back to 22 and make sure and shake the hell out of my. Yo, that is so dumb, but I hear you. Team Virgo. Okay, Terrence Thompson. Okay, Team Virgo. Terrence. I would start at 17 and have a whole new life. Come on, y'all. Come on. Walk light with us. Maybe Aquarius man. Okay. Maybe so. So let's go. I would say any age where there were no response. Oh my God. Well, thank goodness this experience happened. Sounds like an added value to your life. You know, SPW 215. Y'all ever had one of those things where, let me give you a emergency room drama series off of Netflix. So a person gets in a bad car accident, breaks every bone in their body, and then while the doctors are trying to fix them, they realize they had a horrible heart condition where if they didn't break every bone in their body, then they would have never checked on their heart and they probably would have died. So now when they wake up out of that 20-day coma and they got a whole cast, and they're like, what happened? And you're like, we saved your life? Yeah, that's the value it added. Heart fixed, but good God, bones broken. Be back. Oh my God. Like, okay. All right, fine. All right, we fixed the part of the heart that we didn't know was broken. But now I'm sitting here in cast. I was like, I got Drew coming out of my. That's so dumb. You know what? Cancers, sheesh. I mean, well, the reality is the only cancer I've ever really known was a part of my past too, and he really got on my nerves. So I can't say, cancers are all that bad more than just the bad. And the same thing with Aquarius is. I can't say Aquarius is all that bad. It's just the experience I had with that particular Cancer, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo. Yeah. Did you have a relationship Okay. Did you have a relationship who, or was it just bedroom activities? Okay. This is what we're doing. All right. Maybe that's why I had to set up my. Okay. I tell you what. Y'all better be liking, sharing, subscribing, and sending something if I'm talking about this today. Let me tell you how it happens. Wowzers. Why am I on here talking about this? But I'm going to do it because that's what I do. Yes and no. And I haven't really said this publicly before because, everybody, he's a scorn lover and all this kind of stuff, and which is dumb. All right, let me say this before I get started. That's a dumb statement because let's say I was a scorn lover. It don't mean I'm lying. You still a diabolical, manipulative, narcissistic bastard. It just happened to be a scorn lover that's calling you that. But I'm not a scorn lover. Okay, and I have text messages to prove that I denied all advances, including hugs and kisses from 2023 when he came by my house. So to just put that out there for context, that there were opportunities to have a reconnection that I did not take. Okay, and I have that literally, it's on the recording. Give me a kiss. No, I don't want to kiss you. No, give me a kiss. And on the recording, I said, I made a vow. I'm never going back to that. He was laughing. I'm not doing that. That's just for those who are listening in the bushes that want to go do all the things. Now, one of the things that I had to reconcile with, hey Cookie, was that there was some benevolence there. There is some and was some benevolence there. There was a lot of love that I had for him. He didn't have for me. I thought it was one of those things where the love was equal, but the circumstances would never have allowed it, right? So, and I think that's where a lot of my grace came from, because it looked like one of those situations where two people in the wrong place at the wrong time, bad situation, but life goes on. When I started working on the abuse series, and we had that recording, I recorded it January, me and my dates, January the 15th, 2023. We did not listen to it. I say we, the producer and I, did not listen to it again. I did not listen to it at all until January 2024. The reason why I listened to it, because during the abuse series, we wanted to go ahead and load our gun just in case Larry came through swinging. We had no intention of using it, but it is what it is. And I'll never forget, I was sharing screens with the producer and we were watching it. And so we were sharing notes. And I put, because it was time stamping, and I put gesturing as friends on there. And I forget, he said, stop it. And so I did. I stopped it. And he said, you really think he was your friend? And him asking me that question snatched the blinders off of my eyes. And for the first time, I saw for what it was, that visit. That visit was not about friendship. That visit was not about, I'm so sorry I took that money from you. That visit was 100%, I am going to manipulate you so you don't go to Tasha K like Levantre did. And that broke my heart. It did, because I knew things were bad. You ever have a friendship or relationship where you don't get along, so you don't deal with the person anymore, but still you love them, but you can't be around them? That was how I felt about him. Like, I love the guy, horrible experiences, a lot of love, but I'll never be around him again. I never saw him as an enemy. I really never saw him as an enemy. Now watch this. When I dropped the video in February, I didn't see him as an enemy. I didn't. I was doing something that people needed me to do, God needed me to do, I needed for me to do. But I wasn't looking at him like the enemy. Let me tell you when I truly realized, oh, this is my enemy. Somebody sent me a screenshot, because back then I wasn't watching nothing he had to say. I was drawing big lines. Somebody sent me a screenshot of him commenting on Thais's page that he had given me something like $300-something thousand, and I must have smoked it away. That is crack or cocaine or whatever it is. And I'll never forget, I looked at that comment. Now, we can go back and forth in subjectivity, right? Like, oh, you're just a scorned lover. Well, being a scorned lover cannot be proven, right? And if people think I am, they have a right to think so because of how things went. I cannot prove that. I can only tell you my truth. He was jealous because I didn't take him to Dubai. That cannot be proven. That's subjective. But you gave me $300,000 and I bought drugs and wasted all my money is not subjective. There's no gray area to that. There's not a misinterpretation. You literally are making up lies on me. Literally. Another thing was how many times we had sex. He said that we had sex once before when we first met, and then after him and Lisa got a divorce. That's not subjective. There's provable that's a literal thing that literally happened once a week from the time we started until I told him I don't want it no more, 16, 17. It was those two lies that let me see, oh, hold on. This is not about anything but you'll hurt me to save you. So then it was like, oh no, all bets are off now. Like you're because you can go to war with someone you love for the principle. I love you, but I'm fighting for the principle. When I saw him lying, it was like, yo, okay, got it. No, I'm gonna kill you for real. Give me an opportunity. See, I would have spared you if the knife would have been in my hand week 2, 3 weeks after February. If the knife is in my hand this time, proverbially speaking, not literally. Don't know about going running, not literally, proverbially speaking. I understand now you're not my friend. There's no love there. You don't lie on people you love. You shut up, you back away, but you don't lie on people you love. Now, let me be very clear about something, since I'm talking about this. There's a content creator that went on a rant, a 2-3 hour rant on last Friday, and he used my name a lot. And he said, and Vincent said, and I don't mind sharing some of the lies this content creator said, because none of them people are my enemies so much that I will let someone lie on them just to get them back. Mako, according to my understanding, has never rounded up little boys to take to Larry's house. That is not true. I have never said that. I have never insinuated that. And every single thing that man said that I said out of my mouth was all lies to hurt Larry because he's mad at Larry. And if I'm going to be a champion of the truth, I got to be a champion of the truth even when the truth is for the advantage of my enemy. That is not true. And I take offense when people use my truth. Little dog is whining. I'm over here ministering. I take offense when people use my truth, manipulate it, and to be a dagger against my enemy. Go find your own enemies and lie on them. So yeah, that's a real thing. That's a real thing. And I've been wanting to say that, but I think it's a good time to say that now. For any of you guys, I might as well just say it, King Jives, right? For any of you guys that listened to King Jives live on last Friday, now let me say this. I only listened to about an hour, 2 hours in before I was like, okay, this is too much. Every single time that man called out my name, he misconstrued it. I'm going to say purposely manipulated everything I said to make it worse to get at Larry and that crew. And that's not nice. You don't do that. You don't do that. Because my whole platform is based on truth. And again, the truth is the truth, whether it's against your enemy or for your enemy. All right. All right. Let me keep on going. Right, Mel B. Broken. Heart fixed, but broken bones. That's the message. Lady D Wisdom, that's it right there. Heart fixed, broken bones. I would go back to the age of 28 and tell myself exactly what career to go into, and astrology is your friend. Yes. SGRHO 74. Absolutely. Cancers and Libras have been the most painful relationships in my existence. Lovers, so-called friends and family. But then again, I'm a Taurus. Maybe it's a bad mix. Yeah, because Libras are air signs like me, and air signs and earth signs don't typically get along. Cancers are water, and cancers and air signs don't typically get along. So, yeah. Hold on. What are you, Taurus? Yeah. If I'm correct, yeah, that earth and air ain't always a good mix. If I'm correct. Hey, Cookie, how you doing? When you share your experience and confess your dirt as well as his, I believed everything you had to say. Yeah. And you know what? That you said that, Lady D Wisdom, I think that's why I took offense to Dwayne Youngblood. Because it's almost like that lady who's lying on Jay-Z. When you play around with the truth and you use the method that truth tellers use, you take away from you can possibly take away from our power. There's a power and there's a method to how I did it. And I don't like that method being manipulated. And I will go on record and say, I felt like he manipulated the method to out someone without nobody calling him out. And I do not like that. I do not like that. Hey, Dr. Sister Girl, how are you? Thank you, Creepy. Thank you very much. Daniel Nicole. Vincent, do you know what the deal is, by the way, CTV and LR? TV, in my opinion, is always flirting with him, and every time he's on this platform, he's with. Well, Danielle, CTV is probably going to be, I'll go ahead and put me on record for this. Y'all ready for this? And I will say it like this so that the message don't get lost in the messiness. So put me on record for this. One of the people, when it's all said and done, that's going to be hurt the most is going to be CTV. Why do I say this? Because I believe that though CTV is a messy queen, liar, manipulator, all the things, I honestly believe that CTV calls himself doing right by all of this. I honestly believe that he sees it as defending his friend. And though he probably has discerned and seen some things that raise question for him, they don't raise question over what he feels like is a covenant or a friendship with Larry. See, you got people like Thais and all of them, and I'm going to say their names, not to call them out because I don't throw rocks and hide my hand. And this is not like messy. This is just the conversation. But Thais and all of them, it's like, I'm going to use you, you're going to use me. Those relationships, whatever. But I really believe that CTV calls himself standing on moral. Like when your friend is in trouble, you back for him. When your friend, you back for him. That's what I believe. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. If I'm right, when the truth comes out, because the truth, it always comes out, CTV is going to have to look at himself and be like, damn, like, hold on. I don't think this was ever about like, let me get a part of the mess. I really believe that CTV attacked me for attacking his friend on principle. And because of that, that's going to sting. Because then he got to look back and be like, hold on, I did all that with Miller. You had me out there looking like a fool. And you knew da. Yeah. So that's why I don't got no beef with CTV, because he has created his own beef. And I don't care what, he can see this and do a whole show and all of this. Let the record speak for itself, because the record is going to speak. Y'all remember this day, December the 18th at 12:18 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. The record will speak for herself. Yep. And my thing is, I got to figure out where I'm going to put my heart. Because right now, I'm almost like, don't call me about nothing. Hey, how you doing? F you. No. Where was your, no. Especially because, and my question, because I'm watching now. I want y'all to know, I am watching the shows now. And I be asking myself, like, CTV, you're supposed to be so spiritual. Like, how are you so spiritual and missing this right in front of your face, bro? And let me tell you this, anybody that even believes in any piece of his spirituality, he got a back door. I'm not going to say he's not spiritual. I know I've said that before. I'm not dissing nobody in 2025. I was messing yesterday on Marcellus and the platform, but I'm not doing that. So let me say it in a more mature way. I'm not going to say he's not spiritual, but I don't know if he knows he has a back door open that's unmanaged, that allows people to manipulate him and blind him from his discernment. Because it's one of two things. I'm a 50-50 guy. It's one of two things. He is purposely ignoring darkness, or he doesn't discern the darkness. So let's say CTV, in my opinion, is always flirting with him, and every time he's on the platform, he's going, yeah, CTV has always been a flirt. CTV has always been a flirt. So that's just normal for him, even with me. I think we exchanged dick pics a long time ago. I'm talking about like 2018. And he was used to flirt. I mean, I sent him a Google pic. I didn't send him my real penis. What would I do that for? Matter of fact, I still have, oh God, I forgot about that. I still got CTV's dick pic in my phone right now. So if he sent me a real one, it's literally in my files right now. I am not lying. I forgot about that. Y'all don't think I keep receipts? So if you want to know my motive, if you really want to know my motive, I'm over here being peaceful. I'm not calling names. I'm not dropping stuff in private communities. To the point, I got stuff I done forgot about. Let's keep on going. And I believe you. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you. Thank you very much. The truth will never be a lie. It will never be a lie. It will never be a lie. Question D. I don't think I got it. Question D. I mean, SGRHO74. CTV would like to get well, everybody does. Everybody does. Everybody does. Rosalind. Who else was it? It was somebody else. Well, no, CTV did already when he joined forces temporarily with William McRae. CTV was literally on live crying, hurt. Like, and that's why I know that he's going to be the one out of all the content creators that really take the whooping when all this goes down, because I think he has some true emotional attachments. And same thing with William. Like, I really believe that there were some words exchanged with William about Jordan and Reed, and William is a blabbermouth and wasn't supposed to say nothing, so they had to clean it up. But in order to clean it up, they had to make William look like a fool. That could have been handled 11 ways, then he misunderstood me and da. Yeah. But watch this. Dwayne Youngblood is another one. Because come on now, you championed this man. You championed him. You signed off on him. You validated him, right? And then as this court case forms, the more this court case forms, well, there's no proof. We don't know what he did. It went from literally, and if you think I'm lying, pull the tapes. It's on his page. It went from, that's dumb, I would have never done that if I had TD Jakes. I don't hate the man. What are you talking about? Dwayne Youngblood ain't got no proof, so it's just up to the courts. I'm out of it. Yo, now, come on. Because not once did you push back. Watch this. You on, I think it was CTV's page, on one of them pages said 4, 5, 6, 7 times, no proof, no proof, no proof, no proof. Why didn't you ask for that in the show? And if you did, y'all put it in the comments. I didn't see it because I didn't watch the whole thing. It was sickening. But it seems like you should have been like, well, why are you saying this if you don't have proof? Why didn't you push back and be like, well, these are some really heavy da-da-da-da. I believe you, but you need proof before you say stuff like this. The reality is, he let that man get on his platform and make a fool out of himself. And if y'all hear all the noise in the background, it's these 2 dogs that make noise when they sleep. Let the man make a fool on his platform, and now he gets to walk away, hands clean. Well, I ain't do it. It's not nice. It's not nice. It's not nice. Like you don't have to take ownership for Dwayne Youngblood's story, but you can be a little bit more honest. Like, all right, I knew he didn't have proof in the beginning, and I still pushed him to do it. Dang, maybe I should have said something to him. Something. Let's keep on going. Yeah, before I stopped watching him, a lot of his followers were telling him that. CTV, I'm sure. He has so much faith in LR. Yeah, he does. He's going to be butthurt because even his followers have warned. Yeah, that's a real thing. That's a real thing. So y'all know I'm just not making up nothing or trying to be messy or nothing like that. He's really gonna get his feelings hurt. And I'm not gonna, I have no intentions on pissing on anybody while they're down. Intentions. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a right to be petty. If everything collapsed tomorrow, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I have a right to get on this thing and say everything come to my mind. Now, will I? More than likely not. But I'm not trying to sell y'all no wooden nickels. I have a right to be nasty. The way them people did about that eviction. What is it? Talk to the dog, y'all. Huh, come here. You go to bed. Come here. I hate when dogs want me to pick them up and then they run from me. Come here. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Okay. I have a right to be nasty. Let's see here. Yes, he seems loyal to a fault. Yep, he does. And it's going to work against him, not for him at all. He constantly windmilling for LR. It's sad. Yeah, it's sad. It's not a good look. And most of all, when I was on his channel, when Larry was on there on whatever day it was last week, I truly asked myself, like, bruh, where is your discernment? And so you have to do the 50-50 thing. Like, it's either you are aligning yourself with darkness, or if a certain kind of person shows you attention, and honestly, I think CTV and William is like this. There are people who know how to touch your weak spots. And what I mean by that, if you, let's just say, because you're so awkward, because you're so unique and you stand out, and you get someone who is popular in the mainstream and they start liking you and praising you, it makes you blind. And I think that's what's going on with William and CTV. William just glad somebody like him. I mean, because let's be real, William is not liked. Like he has this like probably like maybe 500 people out there, probably old heads, old church heads that like him for real. But this is so stupid. But he's not liked. And let's be honest, CTV is a very unique person. He's not mainstream. So I could see the lure in that when you got this person like a Larry Reed, who's supposed to be like the top of the gospel game, I guess, and he's praising you and platforming you and coming on your platform, it's easy to go blind. And I'm actually, bro, you are totally interrupting my whole life. You got it all up your system yet? All right. He has too much faith in LRL. He wants to be his friend so bad. I believe LRL is using him as a puppet to do or his do girl. Yeah. Unfortunately, all that windmilling for nothing. CDV has Libra tendencies. He was broken when Reed did not defend him on opposite. Yeah. Literally did not defend him. Dr. Dingleberry will kick all of them to the curb at some point. He just uses people. Because let me be honest. I'm not going to call him. I said I'm not doing nicknames anymore. But Marcellus, feel free. This is safe space. Say what you want to say. Larry could have insinuated, played the word games he played. He did not lie on me. And if that don't tell you the kind of person he is, if he says, now watch this, he says out of his own mouth, I can't believe he did this. I loved him. I was there for him and all this kind of stuff. Then why you lie on me then? So if you can lie on somebody like me who has had an impact that I have had on your life, then you will lie and run over anybody. Let me go further. It's all said and done. Dust has allegedly settled. Now your ex-wife wants to bring you on her platform. Why? I don't know. She asked about the February drop. And instead of him saying, you know what, Lisa, let's not talk about that. We don't want to bring any negativity. He could have said anything that any listener would have been like, I get that. He could have said, no, Lisa, I ain't trying to bring all that negativity over here. He allowed her to ask the question, and he answered the question by lying in her face and making a fool out of her in front of thousands of people that watched it on his platform and her platform. If you will do that to your baby mother, you think CTV won't get done like that? Or Dwayne Youngblood, or Thais, or Kendall, or Mako, or Latrice, or the Phillips, or the Merles, or whoever else. So take me out of it. If you will do that to your baby mother, he did not have to answer that question. He could have shut up. But my assumption is because of ego, answered it anyway. And when he did, he threw S in his baby mother's face. Unfortunately, when I ran the story, what I noticed in my comments were people started like calling Lisa out. And it made me think. And matter of fact, Cookie, if Cookie's still on the line, I had a session. I was on the soul healing sessions. And y'all might think I got all this hatred in my heart. It broke my heart. I was crying. Cookie and another member, power members on there, and I was talking about it. And my heart broke for Lisa. I said, it ain't fair. Why would he do that to her? And they told me basically, dry them eyes, bro. If I'm correct, it was like you can't be the savior for these folks. Yeah. But he should not have done that to her. So if he would do that to his own baby mother, the mother of his children, his ex-wife, he'll do it to anybody. Thank you to whomever gifted me my man. Wow. So again, if you've been gifted a membership, YouTube chooses, I don't. So Dr. Sister Girl, you're a lucky chick, yo. You're a lucky chick. December the 14th, Buddha. That's your birthday? Wild card? That's wild. That's the day after I got saved in 1994. Question. Do you think Elisa is going along with all of this to save face or the perks of being with LR? I think it's all of the above. You know, I stayed a long time and I have horrible stories. When it's all you know, because let me tell you this. There are some of you all that are watching now, your friend, your pastor, maybe even some of your family members are just as treacherous as Larry Reed is. But you'll never know it, you'll never see it because we naturally have a bias when it comes to people that we're love and relationship with. It will be a long time before any of them truly digest how dark and evil Larry Reed is. So a lot of it is just that bias that's over her eyes. Now you add that bias with any perk at all, you're going to stay a while. You don't stay a while. It's the reality. I had it. I had the bias. What snatched the bias off of me, God. Matter of fact, I had the bias after I dropped the video. What snatched the bias off of me when I saw the plain lies about me. So it's thick. It's a web that is not easily got out of. When a narcissist spins his web around you, it's not meant for you to come out of it. The narcissist does not spin the web to keep you for a couple of days. It's to keep you for a lifetime. So as much as I talk junk about that entire community, sooner or later, maybe not sooner, but later, I am going to have to start looking through the eyes of grace as well. That's just the reality. Yes, he's supposed to be so in tune, but can't see past Larry's bullets. Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. How can CTV discern darkness when he is darkness? Well, you know, I'm not sure if I can. Now, Marcellus, you all have a whole different history than I have. Okay. So I'm not going to doubt what you said because y'all been in the trenches and I was out there minding my business somewhere trying to just ignore it all. So I'm talking from my experience. I don't have a darkness experience with CTV pre me dropping that video on Larry. So I can't call him darkness, but I can say he can't see. His eyes are broke. Oh, these eyes are eyesing. After February 17th, we know you keep right. I'm going downstairs to get some ice cream. Yeah. I'm so glad I found your platform, Vincent. Daniel Nicole, I'm glad you found it too. I really am. Good evening, K Sharp. How are you? I wanted to be fair, so I ignored the obvious and forced myself to believe him that he was not gay. And I do not even know him personally, but he has taught me a lesson about trusting what you see. Make it make sense. First of all, love your name. Yeah. I have a rule here. I don't always feel comfortable saying it, but until I learn better, I'm going to say it. If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. And that will save you from the things. And it quacks, it walks and quacks like a duck. And I have the proof. It's a duck for real. Bring me some butter pecan. Do you believe Reed has visited CTV's breadbasket? I don't want to know that. And I'm not being, I really do not want to know that. That's too much. That is way too much. Yeah, CTV will end up leaving YouTube and all the mess hits the fan. They say he got a vehicle out of LRR and that's what they say. We never know. Let me tell you this. A lot of these rumors, like Jobs was saying that Bishop Jordan, this frustrates me so bad because I hate when people lie on stuff like this, especially stupid stuff. Bishop Jordan has not purchased Larry's cars. Bishop Jordan does not own that home that Larry lived in. And we don't have any proof that Larry has given anything to Conscious TV. And unfortunately, there's been so many lies. And really, if I can be honest, that's the reason why Larry has been able to get away with so much for so long. Because the people that have been reporting on him have not been as precise as they should have been with the truth. So then what he does is when he recants or rebuttals rather, he puts emphasis on the lie that's provable that it's a lie and not the other stuff. So if you say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and B through G is the truth and A is not the truth, it brings question over B through G. That's why I didn't go live when I dropped that video on February the 16th. I did a pre-record and I read the script so I can be methodical and say exactly what was on the script. That's why if I don't know something, I say, well, I think, my opinion, because what a liar will do is take your lie and then blast it everywhere and be quiet about the truth. So if no one can prove paperwork that Larry Reed brought CT via car, I ask you guys kindly to don't bring it up anymore, because that will be used on Tuesday to prove this whole thing. See, they were over there lying on that SafeSpace thing because they talking about he brought him a car, and they do it all the time. So, and let me say this. Let me. And I don't have no beef against Giles, but Giles was wrong for what he did last Friday. That's not Bishop George's house. And the dumb thing about it is, home ownership is one of the easiest things to prove. That's public record. And that address is not hard. I got the address in my mind right now. If I'm being real petty, I'll just give it to all y'all and look it up. The George Secretary of State who owned the house. So, and I'm not coming for you, Mel B, but I might as well put this out there and bring sobriety to the YouTube streets. We don't know who's being paid. And we don't know who got a car from who. And I don't want to give them that as a reason to debunk everything else. Let's see. I really held on to that and grew. Okay, I really held on to that. I grew up around church mothers. That's why I act like this. Wanting to not stereotype. I'm just saying, if I as a stranger can force blinders on, I could imagine those up close. I'll tell you right now. I guarantee you that though, according to what Larry has told me, Mako, Locklear, and Kendall, I'll just use the people in the inner circle, he's had some kind of sexual experience with, according to what he's told me, right? Now, if that is true, the blinders can be so thick, they will still look at me as though I'm lying. Though they have proof by their own experiences that is not too far from a lie. That's how thick the blinders is, especially when you mix sex and spirituality and a power differential, where one person puts themselves over you and covers you and prays for you, and you go to that person for advice, and that person buys you things. That's a lot of spiritual exchange that leaves your soul open for manipulation. Yeah, one of the things I had to do, and I got a good friend that will tell you this. Matter of fact, it's on my day in the life of for the grill and chill. There were some expensive clothes that Larry had brought me. When I cut things off, I sold those clothes. I was going to throw them away. My friends were like, well, you lost your mind, those are expensive. So I sold them and got a couple $100 off of them as a way of cutting the tie of the gift. So that man, these people have this man's spirit in their closets right now. If nothing has changed, because I want to be fair, if nothing has changed, the homes they live in, including Nathan Locklear, that man is helping pay for or paying all for. Their entire life has been energized by his substance. Oh, them blinders are thick, baby. Them blinders are thick. Okay. All right. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Testing, testing, testing. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Where's my phone at? Y'all can hear me? Okay, good. And the crazy part about it, gonna ask me, am I still alive? Like, that pisses me off so bad. Y'all can hear me? Okay, All right. Like, if you know I'm live, why the F are you FaceTiming me, bruh? And then ask me, am I still live? And if you're watching this, I don't mean no disrespect, but this is my business. Don't do that. Like that pisses me off. Like, if you gonna ask me, am I still live? That meant you knew I was live. Why would you FaceTime me? That bothers me. All right. Excuse me, y'all. That bothers me. That get up under my skin. Like, don't do that. That burns my bubbles, yo. I'm at work right now. All right. So what was I saying here? What was I saying? No, it's my niece's dog, and she all scrabbled. We call her Nana, and my niece would have a fit if I showed her the dog. Larry has gotten even more arrogant with his supporters. He blatantly lies in their faces, and they don't question him. It's crazy. It's the blinders. It's the blinders. It's just the straight blinders. It's a straight blinders. Yeah. Showed it up. My niece would have a fit if I showed y'all this dog. Well, he's a self-proclaimed witch. God bless him. Now, the snoring dog is over here. It's a Frenchie, and he is loud. That dog snored so loud yesterday, y'all. I thought somebody was breaking in the house. I'm not lying. Larry's charm is running out with everyone. Oh yeah, it's running out. It's running out. Are they sexually involved? Who is sexually involved? Who's cooking? Hold on. Yep. Yes, honey, because I used to like him until I saw he was just like the people that he criticizes. Yeah. But LRR did the same thing with Jordan. This thing with Jordan is going to be really interesting, guys. It's going to be really, really interesting, this thing with Jordan, because yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll just see. Thais just doesn't have friends in real life. Yeah, and see, Thais sort of gets what he deserves in a way, not in a mean way, but like I don't see Thais as a friendly person either. Like, I don't sense Thais wanting to be friends. Thais just for the come up. Like, Thais, I wouldn't be surprised 6 months from now, Thais running 50, 11 shows on Larry. That's just what they do. That's definitely low down. I would never let a man make a fool of me more than once publicly at that. Yeah, that was dumb. Let's see. Why does he feel like he is not a gay man? Who are you talking about, Cookie? Who are you talking about? And where does all the money come from? The NBN or whatever it's called church? Like, what's really going on since he bragged so much? All right, so this is really simple, guys. How did we get here? I mean, we're here, but how did we get here? How did we get? It's so simple. The money comes. Please don't lick me. Don't lick me, please. Please don't lick me. The money comes from numbers. Okay, let's do some math. All right. So let's just say you have. I'm going to throw an arbitrary number out. 600 people on your prayer line on Sunday, and you say I want 600 people to give me $288. You know how much that is? That is $172,800. All right, 172,800. So the money comes from. Now, let's just say it's 300 people. 300 people times 288, that's $86,400. Now you times that. Now that's just on Sunday. Times that by 4, that's $345,000. Times that by well, actually, let's do it by weeks, right? So let's do 288 times 300 times 52. That's $4.4 million a year. So the strategy is windmill. Now I'm gonna just tell you what the strategy is. The strategy is this: windmill. But there are a group of people that he is protecting with all his might in that private community. Because those are the people, regardless of how much mud is thrown on his name in the public space, he don't even care that much. when he's talking, let me just be clear. When he, in my opinion, because remember, we don't know, in my opinion, when he's doing his YouTube tour and out there windmilling and doing all of that stuff, he's wanting a certain group of people to hear him. Those are those group of people that he could, those 300 people plus that he could depend on weekly to give. So let's just say he has a strong 700. Out of that 700, he needs 300 of those people or more to give that requested amount every Sunday. And if he does that, he's good to go. Now, I don't want to talk too much. If I was in my private community, I would say something. Let me just hush. That's where the money comes from. So that's what's going on. So it ain't about us. When he's up there windmilling on Ty Easton and CTV's thing, it's not about us. He really don't care about us. What he needs to make sure is that small group of people stay with the blinders on. And as long as that small group of people stay with those blinders on, he could go. That's reality, because that's where the money's coming from. The money's not coming from YouTube. His number, and I've said this, and I know people think I'm being petty, but by now, he got 100,000 followers. We were still in COVID, because I remember, because I am the one that had to tell him he could get a plaque, because he didn't even know how to get a plaque. And I was like, well, did you get the plaque? He was like, what do you mean get the plaque? And I had to tell him, no, you got to go on YouTube and apply for it. And he did, he got the plaque. That was like 2021. We're almost in 2025, and he's around the 150 or so. By virtue of numbers and how everyone else has grown this year, including myself, I started off this year with 1,000 subscribers, and I got almost 8,000. He should be around the 200,000 mark right now, literally. No shade, no tea, let's just talk numbers. He should be around the 200,000 mark right now, but his growth has stunned it. And you go watch those numbers, he's averaging about 20,000 views. It's not giving unless he does something like the Dwayne Youngblood. He'll hit a story that got like 50,000. But now, let me give you the tea when it comes to these lives that a lot of these guys don't tell you. Just because one of my lives might say 1.5 thousand views, don't mean 1.5 thousand people watch the whole live. So even though you might get 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views, those people did not watch those live. It might be a cool 5,000 that watched the whole live all the way through. Everybody else watched it for 30 seconds or more. So it's not money out here to be made. The money for him is that private community. And he will, in my most sincerest opinion, do whatever it takes to make sure that my words, my voice, and anyone else that is of truth, words do not pierce the heart of those people. Yeah. That's where it's coming from. All right, let's keep on going. I'm taking too long on these comments. If that's too personal, you don't have to. Oh, too late. Sorry. People add yeast to stories to make them more. And Josh should not have done that. Point blank, period. He should have done that. Please did that. This is a very good show tonight. Okay. That spirit is everywhere. I'm glad, because I didn't think it would be talking about. I came in here to cut up. Yeah. What happened? VT laughing in the back? No, somebody called me, bro, and I don't like that. Don't call me when I'm live. What happened? All right, yeah, what happened? Sound good. Come back in my Rose voice, Titanic. You good now? Good. All right. I hate when people call me when I'm live. Like, bro, like, and my thing is, if you text me and say, are you still live? That meant you knew you were taking a chance to FaceTime me when I was live. And that's like, and what if I couldn't have gotten back on? I don't like that. That's like people calling at 2 a.m. asking if you're asleep. Yes. Conscious and Larry. Oh, I don't know. I honestly do not know, Cookie. I really don't know. A walrus cannot be friends with humans. I don't know Larry's sexuality. But Larry like men. Does that make him pansexual, bisexual? And let me say this. When you've been in the business of calling out people, you don't get you don't get to do the obtuse. I'm a grown man. I put my dick where I want, my peen where I want to put it. No, keep that same energy you had for James Hall, for what's that Walls boy name? Daryl Walls. Keep that same energy you've had for E. Dewey Smith, for Jamal Harrison Bryant. See, E. Dewey Smith and Jamal Harrison Bryant, you call them out because they were having illegitimate children and not taking care of them. But if you, well, let's just say all the men you slept with, if they were women, wouldn't you probably have some by now? That's where the hypocrisy comes from. So he might not be gay, but whatever he is, add men to it. You ain't slept with no man for no 14, 15 years. And then according to you, slept with other men or messed around with other men on top of with me. And then according to you, have slept with men before me. And you don't like men. BFFR. Google that if you don't know what the BFFR means. If Larry not gay, then Trump ain't the new president. And he don't have to be gay, but he's something with men included in it. Let me say that. And let me say that. And let me say this. Just because he has kids don't make him straight. I've slept with a woman before, more than once. And wanted to do it today, quite honestly. Don't make me straight. Yep, you only need a few suckers for the scheme to work. Yep, you know, hate to call them suckers, but right now they're getting sucked. They are being sucked from the sucker. The suckers have been put on them, and they're being drained dry. Consistent suckers. Sucker. Oh God. Kendall is an educator, but stuck in the woods with. Well, is he? Is he though? Like you gotta have more than a degree in it to be an educator. But I don't want to get into that because that might get too deep in the woods, and then I don't want to come across as messy. So Vincent, what would the new you say to Larry, knowing what you know now? No cuss words. Nothing. You know, the Five of Swords and the Tarot deck says that when you get into petty disagreements, everybody loses. I am telling y'all, you can't reason with no one like him. There's this person. Like if there was ever, and I don't even talk like this, but I'm trying to use a language so y'all can understand what I'm saying. I don't believe in it because I don't believe in it, but I know most of y'all will know what I'm saying. If there was ever such thing as a reprobate mind, Larry Reed has one. There is only God in the supernatural can bring him back from how far out he is. Yeah. People need to learn how YouTube works. Subscribers help, but as far as money, not so much. Right. That's why most of us are so grateful when y'all give the cash apps. Like if we were making all that money, wouldn't nobody, including Larry and everybody else, be asking for donations? Bruh, this ain't no money out here. You got to be well beyond for money. Well, if they like the lies, they get what they get. And you know, Gerald, that's the other end of it, that I have to eat so that I keep myself sober and not Captain Save-A-Ho. I know the spirit. No one can prove this. You just either have to believe me or not. I know the spirit I was operating in when I dropped that video February the 16th. And anyone who saw that video and looked at me and said, that boy lying, so and so and so, I'm not asking y'all to think like this because y'all can't prove it. I know. I know that person has a discernment issue or just willfully chooses to not operate in truth. So anyone in his inner circle that watched that video and stayed with him, I can only feel so sorry for them. Especially if you're not like the Shamakos, Kendalls and them. You just a part of the Patreon. Find another prophet and keep it moving, Susan. Like, what the hell? Like, well, it ain't that serious, baby. Yeah. I like this. Feels real intimate, mispersonal. Keep this going. Yeah, you know what? It is, and I pray to God this does not come across messy. It just feels like a Q&A, and I like it like that. He's replicating the way he operated the church. Anytime someone would expose a truth about him, he would send out a group text to those that he felt mattered most. And that is very true. You could probably find 1 gazillion windmill posts that I made about my man of God. A lot of times what happened would be, we would get the group text. Oh, who said something about you? Even if I thought it was true, not my man of God. And I would go to windmilling. That's just the reality. I just want to know if Reed has good ping or not. Oh my God. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really remember. There was a lot for me. There was a lot of emotion connected to it. I mean, very emotional. I'm emotionally connected to people. You know, call it what you will, or make two things can be true at once. It was very manipulative, but you got to remember where I was at 23 years old. I didn't have no self-esteem. I felt rejected by a lot of people, and he touched a love deficit that no man had ever touched in me. And that comes with real emotions. So I would have to say that first of all, I really never really think about the sex with Larry, but I would have to say no, it wasn't. And not in like a hater kind of way, but it just wasn't. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It just was like, there were more ties than it was never a dig me down moment, is what I'm saying. It was never like, take me down, get me. It was never that. So I'm not taking nothing away from him. Maybe he can dig people down great. It just wasn't that for me. And I know that more now than ever as I sit here talking to y'all, when I really want to go bust some backs down. Like I have a bust some backs down spirit on me since I got here, but I'm just not in that space. So I don't want to bust backs down and there's no emotional connection. It's always been about emotions for me. So, do you know of any woman other than Lisa he's been in a relationship with? I've heard of. I don't know. They were like girlfriends in college and stuff like that. There was a Jennifer Brown from London, but I don't think they ever did anything or anything like that. Yeah. The truth is, Larry is surrounded by gay men. Now, I think it's okay for him to be who he is. Just don't lie about it. He just lies so much. Yeah. The truth is, I'm going to redo that. The truth is, no man in that inner circle lives a heterosexual life. Bi, pan, maybe gay, but not hetero. Not a one. I don't know. Inner circle. I don't know about Cameron. So I'm not trying to throw people in the bus that I don't know. But like Mako, Locklear. Now Locklear, I don't have no proof for. No, I got the video. Excuse me. But the video was accompanied by Larry's words. So what I'm saying is, Kendall and Mako, I know, no. Locklear, I heard through Larry. That's what I'm saying. But the only person that might be heteronormative, just been swayed about with all the rest of the other sexualities, is Locklear. But Kendall, Mako, and Larry, they might not be gay, but they ain't straight. And if they have a problem with that, they have options. They have legal rep. They can take it up in the courts and say I'm disparaging them. You know, like, if it bothers you that bad, or just be honest. Like, and I think that's a spit in the face. It's offensive because I've heard him say, like, you know, my organization open to all. And I used to tell people this. This is something I've said behind the scenes. Just because an organization allows gays in their organization, don't make it gay friendly. Let me tell you how I can say this. Because the reality is, if the NBN network was such a gay-friendly place, Larry could have came straight out and just said, you know what? It was really none of y'all business, but what he's saying is true. And da-da-da-da. Not the word games. I put my whole where I want. I'm going. No. Talk to us in the camera. Prove to all of us that the NBN network is a gay-friendly space by leadership. But it's not. It's the reality of it. It's just not. And whatever. You need to have a plan when you come to YouTube. Most of us have other business on the side. I freaking teach YouTube, LO. Yeah, you better. And then that MF will come on here talking about damn disgruntled employee. Man, yeah, like, and you know what? That's fine. Like, I didn't care about any of that. That's the normal stuff. Like, it was the real lies that I was like, oh, okay. If you don't remember, it wasn't that good. No, it's not about that for me. It really isn't about that for me, guys. It really isn't about that for me. Was he a different man when he pastored in North Carolina? I want to say yes, but what I really want to say, he was a man with less options. I think, the money, the love of money. Well, I won't go there. Money magnifies it all. So the version of Larry that you all see now is a magnified version of what we experienced in the breakthrough days. I believe he's been on tyrant mode now. He's a tyrant now. Yeah. Honest answer. I really be trying, Lady Dimples. I really be trying. Hold on. Rosetta Stone, Lady. Hell no. He doesn't look like a good lover. Well, he doesn't look like much now. Like, we can't judge it by now. Oh, wow. Hold on for a second. Let me scroll down here. The fact you continue to welcome them to take you to court and they haven't told me everything I need to know. Read is gifts, but the Bible tells us that gifts come without repentance. Yeah, and I do that on purpose. I do that on purpose, like literally, and not necessarily for Larry and them, but for you all that feel torn, and not you, Lady Dimples, but I'm just saying this for your thing on that. For anybody that feel torn, it helps them. Like, now hold on, hold on a second. After all that man done said, and they ain't took him to court yet. That should tell you a lot. But Larry said it on Pam's page. He said, if people are lying on you and it's not provable, take them to court. But he said, if anything they say could be true, don't take them. The thing is, he can say, well, it's the sex part, that's the part that's true. But I've said way more, because he could still sue me. He could be like, yes, I had sex with him, but A through B is right. But he's saying C, D, E, F, G, H, I, that. That's wrong. And it happened. Because the reality is, my defense is up on YouTube right now. It's the recording. I have a 2.5-hour recording of confessions. Confessions about throwing marriages together. Confessions about having to make $300,000 a month, or the NBN network will fail financially because he never meant to be paycheck to paycheck, but he's paycheck to paycheck again. Now, that was 2023. It might have changed by now. Confessions about me in the 14-year relationship, not the once before and then after the divorce. I put my cum in you for 14 years. It goes on and on and on and on and on. Like, so there you have it. There you have it. Let me go where we're at here. Looking back, what do you think about the exploration, not molestation comment that him and Arch said a while back? I don't know that comment, Gerald. Put the comment down below, and I'll respond to it. I don't know that comment, Gerald. Him and Lisa have an agreement. They know who each other are. You know what I mean. And possibly so. And if that's wise. Like if I was Larry, I would definitely tie her down in an agreement. Kendall can have his way with me. Kendall is a good-looking guy. I've always said that. I can't take that away from him. He's a good-looking guy. He's a really good-looking guy. And it's a shame, too, because he would make probably a great boyfriend. Not for me. I'm talking about in general, like Kendall just being a regular guy is a nice weirdo, got a little bit of temper, need a lot of counseling and meds. But he could have been somebody, he's probably ruined now. But, yeah. Hey, everyone, blessings to all. I got up to put my Christmas decoration up and saw y'all. Good. Hey, Lakeivia. Might not be gay, but they ain't straight. Why is this tickling me so much? I have to remember that there are so many labels. Right. Gay is not the only thing that's on the spectrum, you know. Thank you for the hearts, Lakeivia. Let's see. I remember Larry asked me to go to the house to watch Kendall when you and him went to London. He let some guy come to the house and do whatever he wanted to him sexually because Reed didn't take him. And since you said it, and it's true, I remember that. Because Kendall was a loose cannon sexually. I remember Larry texting me something that he was supposed to be texting Kendall because Kendall was on the phone lines. And Kendall, if you hear this, you never told me you used to be on the phone lines. This is back before a lot of internet stuff, so they would have the little phone lines you connect and stuff like that. It's real. It's real, y'all. It's like, I know it's hard to believe, and that's why I be windmilling like I windmill on my show, like with the Apostle Ivory Jenkins and guys. I'm not just calling them guys out to be messy. If we don't call this out, people will make a fool out of us because Trey is not making this up. That is a real story. That's a real story. Yeah. Wow. Y'all in these comments, questions are too much. I'm not trying to have a tummy ache from laughing so hard. Well, sir. Now hold on for a second, y'all. When somebody joins, we play music and dance. Hold on.
Safe, refuge for your boredom.
Welcome to the community.
Safe space.
Play it again.
Here will be surrounded with your body.
Welcome to the community. I love it. Welcome to the community, Lady Dimples. Welcome. To London with you all, and he was afraid he would take his life. Yes, that's a real thing. Real thing. I'm glad you're so, Lady Trumples. I'm glad you're so. Yeah. Baby, are you hot? Because you over here panting, sugar beans. Here, get you some water. Or maybe she got me hot. Lady Dimples comes in bearing gifts. Welcome, Lady Dimples. Now let me hold. That is funny. The day Larry takes Vincent to court, I'm going live outside the courtroom to give y'all updates and to tell that nigga face to face to tell him to kiss my pecan. Yo. Trey, my God. Yeah, welcome. We're a cool community over here. We are a cool community. Kendall lets Larry punk him all the time. That's such a turn off. Yeah, and I was punked. You can't be over there and not get punked, whether publicly or privately. That's a part of the initiation of it all. That's just a part of how it goes. You'll get punked. That's a real thing. He said on a live, it wasn't molestation, it was exploration, dealing with him telling his molestation story, but smiling all the while. This was around the same time his alleged victims came out. You know, I never really got into this, but reading your comment, it's making me feel like I never questioned it. I promise I've never questioned this before. But now I'm starting to question this molestation with his cousins thing. Because the reality is he's used, if I'm understanding you right, Gerald, his molestation story as almost like a shield or a cover for any and everything that he's done after the molestation. I remember that was the big fallout with him and Craig, the writer Stewart, because Craig knew that Larry and I had that relationship. So when Craig asked Larry straight up, like, are you gay? Have you sucked dick before? And Larry was like, no, I never. That's why Craig was all like, rah, rah, rah. And then what Larry did was, see, they're not honoring my molestation story and yada, yada, yada. When the reality is everybody on that panel, including Maddie, knew Larry was lying. So there is a lot of similarities on how Larry deals with molestation and talks about molestation and how he uses it to cover up or make excuse for his unique sexuality. There's a lot of that to that. Yeah, we dance over here, y'all. The day Kendall called me an extra juicy gummy bear, told me everything I need to know about it. Okay. Yes, this is live, Sandra. This is absolutely positively live. Welcome to the live that I did not expect to be 2 hours and 7 minutes, but I'm chilling over here. I just love the harmony. God bless the guys who made this song, man. I just, God bless them. I was waiting for the dance party to say, oh yeah, Marie, we dance over here. Sir, please, sir, be quiet. We dance over here. I stopped watching LRL after the Denise Clark interview. It seemed like he was reveling in the further destruction of the family. Yeah, I can understand that. Let's see. Mako seems to have boundaries with Reed. I noticed he will push back when Reed crosses the line. No. In my opinion. Well, hold on. Stop. I haven't seen their interactions in a very long time. So he could have evolved to that space, Lady D Wisdom, to be honest with you. Yeah, let me be honest. I've always questioned that story, and him and Young Blood to me is of the same cloth. Yeah. Did I know about Martinez? The only thing I know about Martinez was, hold on, the dog gotta use the bathroom. They always walking here. I'm coming, buddy. I'm coming, y'all. There you go, buddy. You good? What are you doing? Only thing I know about Martinez, Trey, is that Martinez came over the 3216. Now open that door, you better go use the bathroom. Martinez came over 3216 and Larry recorded him doing some nude stuff because he was trying to get into sex work or something like that. That's all I know about Martinez. Craig called what Reed said BS. Yeah. Well, all right. Yes, Andrew Allen, I'm here. Oh my God, I've got to the end of the comments. Wow, hold on. Larry used the molestation story for sympathy. He uses that to shield him from the gay stuff. Sorry if I didn't say that right. Oh, no, that's right. Kind of similar to the same way Youngblood uses his story. Now, let me bring some context to why I believe Larry, Mako, possibly Kendall are staunchly anti the appearance of gay. I remember when Larry's nephews came to live with us at 3216. We were watching a Ty Tribbett interview on TBN. Ty Tribbett was dressed like Ty Tribbett dressed now and back then, according to the style, right? And I remember one of his nephews said, oh my God, them he that do gay, he feminine. And I learned quick that deep down in the country, there's still a lot of prejudice about gay homosexuality. And when that is inbred in you, when it's beat in you, because children get whooped, not for being caught having sex, but children get whooped for just their parents finding out they're gay. I think you innately just start fighting the truth. You don't want to prove. And the reality is, if I'm correct, Mako's story and Larry's stories, they've had to prove their righteousness over their sexuality a lot of times. They had to, or rather, let me take that back. Like they left the family home and they left sort of in rebellion. And when they moved to Fayetteville, it was all about, in my experience and opinion, proving to them, the family, they were right. They were following God. They were in the right space and whatever, being prophetic or whatever. if you add gay to that, it takes away from your witness. It takes away from, see, I wasn't wrong. If you add gay to that, then all of a sudden Mako hadn't been following God all this time. He'd just been following his lover. If you add gay to that, then Larry left as a teenager, not because he left the church, but because he just wanted to be gay. And I'm not just saying words. A lot of these things I'm saying, and I'm not going to out family members, but a lot of this stuff family members have told me directly, literally, before the February 15th. I've only talked to one family member since that February 15th video. Before the February 15th video, when I was friendly fire, I was told that. So the gay thing is a very heavy subject. I don't know why it's so heavy. I mean, it might just be a country, North Carolina thing. It's a heavy subject for them. It's a heavy subject for them. Let's see here. But my problem is what molestation, but my problem is, was molestation, how do you fall in love with the cousin that did it, and how someone telling you to eat dingleberries, you didn't whip his story didn't have. You can. Like, when your soul is broken, even negative attention feels like romance. So that story never was the alarm for me. When your soul is broken, even negative attention feels like romance. As well, now this is not proprietary information. His niece said it. Every single person in that family have touched each other, according to what his niece said on the documentary. So reality is, the story he tells, though I'm sure it's real, and I don't want to invalidate his abuse story, was sort of common then. It's what happens with the younger cousins and the older cousins. And he has stories of cousins he's touched. I don't think he tells that, though. I don't think he tells that often, but there was, especially back in there, was a lot of family beef because there's a particular cousin that was alleged that he touched, and the family found out about it. And they were riding Larry's neck about it. It was a big deal. So all of them were touching each other. That's the culture. That's the part of the story I wish I could have told more and put my foot in more from the documentary. And I asked to really put my foot in the sexuality thing, and I was told I couldn't. And I pushed. No, we need to tell this story. No, I'm not doing it. So there's that. Now, Eddie Long Jr. is on their drift. Oh, really? What Eddie Long Jr. saying? He's a little bit worrisome to me, but what is he saying? I haven't heard from him in a while. He told me they started having sex in high school when he describes the strong football guy in his neighborhood. You lying. Hold on. Martinez was the strong football guy in his neighborhood that used to protect him? Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. That's so wicked, because he's also marriage counseled Martinez, I think now ex-wife. Let me tell y'all this it's crazy, bro. I always heard of the football player. I never knew the fault, and I hope it's true, and he just wasn't BSing you, because then we'll know, because then it'll come out. That's not true, but wow, I never knew that the strong football player was Martinez. I never knew that. He woke up and checked my phone. How you doing? Hey, Tracy Turner Jackson, how are you? You missed 2 hours and 15 minutes, Tracy Turner Jackson. He never tells that. You know what? And that's interesting. I never thought about it like that. He never tells that part. If it walk like a duck and quack like a duck, it's a duck. If you were in a family that touched each other inappropriately, you were in that family. You can't be in it and then you bypassed all the buffoonery. No, Larry was not just, when I talk about the network and the abuser, this was nothing customized for Larry to out him. That is a real thing. Every abuser has a network that allows the abuser to abuse. And every person a part of that network is a victim, as well as at least a co-conspirator in the abuse, at the very least, but a lot of times a part of the abuse. So if you are a part of a family where everyone touches each other, you are part of that everyone that has touched somebody else. Yeah, and again, that's the niece said it. I know it personally, but the niece said it. Every single person has been touched in their family. Wow, family touching family, my Lord. And I don't want to, let's be careful about this, because these are real stories of real people's lives too, right? So I don't want us to get lost in, it's unfortunately that this person is such a low down, dirty person that we can't even feel sorry for his family because he's a part of the family. We can't even discuss the curse that is passed through in the bloodline because the person is so evil. But I want us to be conscious or cognizant of the fact that there are people that we're talking about right now that shouldn't have anything to do with this. But the reality is, let's keep it above. I only heard from one family member when I dropped that video. One of the nephews, matter of fact, I'll say it, Santel, blocked me on Twitter. And I was a bit shocked, because not shocked that he would choose sides. I thought he would stay neutral. I thought he would stay neutral. I did not think he would be like, hey, Vince. But I did not think he would block me. And if you knew his and I history, I was there for Santel when all of them treated him like pure hell and trash. So the reality is I really shouldn't be speaking up for the family, to be honest with you, because there is nothing I said in that video that they have not said behind his back. Now, come on, let's keep it a buck. Like, if we're going to talk, let's talk for real. There's nothing I said in that video that his entire family has not said behind his back, including his parents, in my face. So it's really convenient now that the family's quiet, mum's the word. Now, let me tell you something else. One of the close family members out of nowhere randomly followed me on TikTok today. And I'm like, what? Why are you following me? Leave me alone. I don't know what's going on in the air right now, because I didn't even plan on talking about this. I'm going to go with the flow. But something is cooking somewhere, because, like, why are you following me? I ain't heard from you in years. Why are you following me? So it makes his story less believable. You know, Gerald, honestly, I'm having some aha moments as I'm reading y'all's comments. I'm like, hold up a second. Not that it's not believable, but the context upon which he's using it is making me feel like it wasn't as horrific or forced. I don't know, because I got to be careful, because at the end of the day, he's a victim. No child should be touched, point blank, period. So I'm going to leave that alone. Yeah, I told Uncle Fred today, Larry is soulless. It's dark. I can't really explain it in depth and in text. Mad church disease, I can't either. That's why I use the word reprobate, because I don't have the words. I am still shocked. Like, I'd be shocked. When I watched the Conscious TV interview with Larry, I walked away from that thing like scratching my head like, I didn't know people like this really existed. I've heard of people like this. This is more like Netflix. This is people, the villain on the Netflix series. It's not supposed to be in real life. And I am not supposed to be connected to it. If one of the reasons why I want the truth to be exposed is so that I can sort of like disconnect, because it's hard to believe my name is connected to these people. How did this happen? Anyway, from my experience of LR recanting his hymn, he generally talks about it in an unserious and comical tone. The documentary was the only time he stroked the appropriate tone. Yeah, it was, but it was really used to be weaponized still. And let me tell you what happened. Oh, I guess I can't tell that part. But a lot of the reason why the tone was what it was in the first segment was how we set things up. And I won't go into detail with that, but we set it up in a way where there could be no theatrics. I'll just say that. And he brags about his family being filled with profits, so no one knew this abuse was happening on this scale. The family knew. But see, when narcissists are magicians, they are magicians. They are masterful magicians. Now, magic in the context of what I'm saying is not real. We can have somebody come in front of us and pull a rabbit out of the hat, but the rabbit didn't really come out of the hat. They're just really tricky in how they move. You can put out the truth and then surround the truth with so much word salad, hoopla, and stupidity that you forget the person said the truth. Because what I'm saying right now is common knowledge. I mean, common knowledge, Rikesh. I'm not exposing anything right now. I'm not creative enough to tell this man's truths. Tell this man's truths. Shake my head. Lies would be easier to come up with. Read that slow. No, I had to read it slow. You know what? Honestly speaking, Trey, that makes a lot of sense. If I was over here lying right now, I'm a bad mofo. Like, because that means that one or two things. I have written out this script that I have methodically memorized and been on it for the last year. Or I'm quick on my feet. Now, the reality is I am capable of both. But I ain't got to be. I ain't gonna hold you. I am capable of pushing a message across. But I ain't got to work. This is too simple. Anything I'm saying, matter of fact, the documentary is still on his channel now. Go watch it. Go watch the first part one. It's up. The niece literally said, matter of fact, you ain't even got to watch the documentary. I tell you what, I'll do one, y'all bet. No, because I'm on my, hold on one second. No, I ain't gonna do it. I was about to say we can watch it together, but I ain't gonna do that because I'm on my iPad, not my laptop. I can feel sorry for Larry's family because of him. Larry is low down and dirty. Let me be very clear. Larry is low down. It's true. It is true, y'all. Like I've taken up for him today in this show. Jives was lying on that man. The things that he said, I don't know about the stuff. Anything that Jives said, that Vincent said about Larry was all lies. Unless I turned it off too fast. So I've defended him even with the gay thing. I said I don't know what he is, but he ain't straight. Know that much. But what he's saying is the lowest, whatever you think the lowest is, drop it -10. No, I believe that. And honestly speaking, I question if Mako is too. Everybody else, I don't think so. And I could be wrong. I am not sure about Mako. I'm definitely sure about Larry. Yeah. He blocked me years ago, and Santel hated that man. That surprised me too at the time, but boy, fuck you with a capital F. Yeah, but I think what it is, Trey, is I think music, like for example, Santel has always been an empty soul, bless his heart, and he has a right to be empty. He's had a very interesting upbringing. It's the reason why I took to him. But again, you think about it, your uncle, who you've always wanted his attention, you've always wanted your uncle's attention, and then he asked you to play at the conferences and do a little music for him, you're going to choose the uncle. You're going to choose the uncle that's giving you the attention. It makes sense. You're going to choose the relationship that's going to bring you the most benefit. But I was just as shocked too, Trey. I was shocked too. You know, Trey, who I was shocked to as well? I thought more of Junior. When I heard that Junior had joined that panel that they had put together to stone you to death, I was a bit shocked at Junior. I didn't think that Junior, not that Junior believed or didn't believe, I didn't think that he would get as close to that fire or associate himself with that. And Jay Todd, some of y'all might know his music, the gospel singer Jay Todd. Not to charge change the subject, but I watched the Jamie Foxx special. It was the Jamie Foxx special. I implore all that are watching or will watch this to watch the Jamie Foxx special. It is an amazing special, guys. It is absolutely amazing, and I implore you guys to watch it if you haven't watched it yet. I'm looking at something real quick. Hold on one second. Okay. Yeah. Taravia, happy Sunday to you. All right? Happy Sunday to you. His words, if something came out about me, I will never tell you it. Showed me who he was and the truth. Yeah. I did a video called Old Black Magic. Yes, Larry does magic. Sleight of hand and word salad. Yep. Yeah. Uh-huh. How did we get on your least favorite person? Taravia, I have no idea. It started, we were talking about sun signs. You know, your sign, your Gemini. And someone said, so you done with Aquariuses? But they knew Larry was an Aquarius. And I said, yeah, because of my past. And we look up 2 hours and later, and we're here. No, that's desperation. He did. I didn't even know. Yeah, he was on that panel. Oh, now I'm doubting myself because you didn't know that, but I feel almost sure he was. There was a comedian that moved to RDU to be part of the ministry. He left quickly. What was the deal with that? Oh, Philip Bryant. I don't know, but what I will say was I was told. First of all, it's always the same. I think they wanted Philip to calm down. Like, if you were going to be a part of the inner circle, if you were going to be a part of the ministry, you had to change your ways. Philip was extremely feminine, loud, bodacious, churchy, religious, all the things that would have outed us. Philip was all of the things that we did not need Philip to be if we were going to remain closeted. I'm telling my version of the story, Jonathan. Next thing I know, he left. But, of course, according to what Larry told me, he had made a move on him. Not Larry, but Philip had made a move on Larry and da-da-da-da-da. It was all the same. At the end of the day, it's all the same. Now, whether it's true or not, I don't know. But that's what Larry told me. Y'all got to tell me when you want me to talk about it without naming names, because I name names on purpose. Like, I name names. Like, let me tell you this. And I know people disagreed with how I did that video, but the network is the network. And if you do not expose the network or how things are done, you sort of can't understand the context of darkness around it. So that's the second time I've done a name that I wasn't supposed to name. Jonathan, you got to let me. Matter of fact, next time I know, because the last time you asked the question, I named the name. I will never name names for your comments anymore, Jonathan. My friend said the Jamie Foxx special wasn't that good. He got into a fight, got hit in the mouth with a glass. No, that Jamie Foxx special is second to none. Yeah. I don't even know about a panel, VT. I was not paying attention at all back then. The day after Levantre, your video dropped on Tasha K's website, not the public YouTube, but on her website. They held this very long panel in Patreon. Now I wasn't in Patreon. I had left Patreon. I don't know if y'all hear that dog snore. I had left Patreon. Claude Hamilton gave me the link, and I was able to watch it on the slide by way of Claude Hamilton. LOL outed us. I appreciate the canyonness. No. Like, I look back at it now. I didn't see it then, but I look back at it now. Like, a lot of the ways we moved as a way to stay covert, to stay up under the radar. Wait, I'm just realizing that's the. Hold on for a sec. Wilhelmina, you didn't know that? Wilhelmina, you did not know that was the Levantre Andrews? Well, you know now, Wilhelmina. Here's the deal and why I'm asking. Something happened because I asked him why he left NSYNC, and he said he would never, ever return to NSYNC. That man really got mistreated. I know more about Philip Bryant than what I should. I'm going to just stop there because now I better not ever hear Philip mention my name. So I'm going to leave him out of this and not just divulge as I've been divulged with everybody else. But I better not ever hear him mention my name, or I will add him to my list of people that I just talk about freely. So, but I don't know if he realized it or not. He really did not. He was not served best at all. He was not served best at all. I don't think he truly understands the depth of how he was underserved being in the church and how much conversation was around him and how much of his business we all knew, because that's the name of the game. Like, we knew everybody's business, everybody knew our business. There was never no secrets there. Yeah. Now, are you done with the Scorpios that are Libra Scorpios? No, a Libra Scorpio? Hold on, grabs myself. I don't think I'm done with those. Let's see. 4-hour long panel, Shamako crying and all that jazz. And I think that's funny because it's like, I will always say this. Shamako, we were in Larry's house. I remember where we were staying, and Shamako and I was talking. Shamako and I always had these side conversations. Shamako said, and I quote, I don't know if Larry did all that Levantre said he did. Now, he did not say to me, Larry did not do what Levantre said he did. Shamako said to me, I don't know if Larry did all that Levantre said he did, but I know he did something. And I said to Shamako, I agree. So for Shamako to then turn around and be crying on a panel, sir, but let me tell you what I feel like the tears are about. The tears are simply about exposure, not stabbed in the back. It's exposure. It's about exposure, not stabbed in the back. And I don't know if he's even connected to the fact that, because when a light is shined on Larry, and let me tell you how dark and demented this can be. I feel like, in my opinion, that Shamako is more careful to not be caught or seen other than the clean good boy, right? So he is more definitely to keep his reputation than Larry is. So his reasoning, I would assume, for staying quiet is because if Larry goes down, so does he. If real proof ever came out that Larry was really doing something heinous, and I say real proof because clearly my video ain't real enough, who is the person the light gets shined on, Marco? Of course you're crying. Oh, okay, John. 10-4, 10-4. Now you outing Claude? You know him, Ricardo? Well, I mean, for me, Claude, you know, I don't have a lot of mercy for people. Why? Because Claude, who is on here? The only person, Jonathan Ford. Jonathan is on here. Jonathan was on, if I'm correct, Jonathan, you have to tell me if you were on here or not. But the only original member that's on here right now is Jonathan. When I wrote that letter to Larry, Claude had just got his hair done. He'd get it twisted or whatever it was. Claude was headed home watching the live because Claude was Dr. Claude, my assistant inside of the private community. Everybody knew him. He was 10 toes down for VTerrillHill. I put out a birthday video that Claude is in. Claude was what I thought at the time was a good brother of mine. I really thought Claude was my brother. And make a long story short, I'm crying on his shoulder. He coming to see about me, about Larry. I've had all types of conversations about Larry. He knew about me and rent and money well before y'all knew. He was there working with me through September. When I got COVID, Claude was praying and teaching in my private community. He was all things VTerrillHill. And then when we're getting ready the Tuesday that we're scripting to drop that video on that Thursday, and it was like we were watching Gerald's NC Beat, Gerald's live, and someone had commented Larry's live. And so we went over there, the producer and I, and the first thing we hear is, oh, Claude just gave me some money for my birthday from Larry. And the gasp that the producer and I had together, after that, man, our whole relationship, and Jonathan Ford is on here, he'll tell you it was called Tacos and Tequila, because that's the restaurant we would go to and talk. And the majority of those conversations was about Larry Reed. So when I look up and you out there in the man's comments sowing money and giving seed, oh, you're two-faced. You are two-faced. So now you're part of the network. But guess what? Most of the people, because that's at the time, at least, I don't know what it is now, that's Larry's graphic designer. But if Larry would think, if you spend all your time manipulating people, all you're going to have is people connected to you by way of manipulation, not real friendship. It's not no authentic relationships over there. It's tightly webbed weed, manipulated unions of deceit and darkness and whatever other negative adjective you want to use. So I don't have no, like, and I really thought Claude was my friend. Like, I reached out, then Claude got mad at me because I told him, I said, you can't be working with Larry and over here at my community at the same time. So I said, let's still be friends. You can still, because I wasn't trying to mess with his money. So I said, Claude, let's just be friends. Let's just be friends. No harm, no foul. The nigga stopped talking to me. That was before the video dropped. That was before I knew he was pumping money over to Larry Reed. So he really did me a favor by not wanting to be friends, but he got mad at me because I didn't want him dibbling dabbling with Larry and then over my people. So it's all, that's why I'm like, I can't believe my name is connected to all of this. Yeah, it was Patreon, yeah. Lisa said the dumbest. It's a shame that Reed's daughters and Shamako's son were violated. I don't know why those babies were violated. Generational curse. Generational curse. And don't even get me started on let me go. I have done well staying away from this topic, and I'm gonna stay away from it. You've been warned, Philip. Hold on, who is Philip? Oh, Philip, right? Right. Larry kept saying, Shamako, don't cry, Mako. Yeah. I'm gonna have to look at it now. I feel like Serpent King took Lisa backbone and made her feel low, and that's why she could not see him for him. Oh yeah, but that's the name of the game. That's the name of the game for a lot of folks. Vincent, don't sink ships now. Well, you know, Terravia, I don't know if I have yet. And let me say this: I'm not trying to. I made a vow to God. This is true. And if Claude and I were friends, this is how deep friends we were. I made a vow to God in front of him. I will not save any sinking ships. So I don't think I'm sinking ships, but I'm surely not trying to save any ships. So when I talk, I'm not trying to talk like in some kind of, polish. No, I'm calling names. I'm telling the truth. I made a vow to God because I was so frustrated. I said, God, if you get me out of this, if Claude was a truth teller, and I think he is, I'm not sure, and he would tell the truth. I said, God, if you get me out of this, I will not save one sinking ship. So when I talk from that vow. I'm not trying to make nothing look pretty. I'm not trying to spare nobody. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be messy. Like I said last Sunday, I'm not calling nobody no names. He's not 888. His name is Larry Reed. I'm not calling names, I'm not being messy. I'm going to tell the truth, but I am not saving ships. I made a vow to the Lord, and I won't take it back. Reed told the community how Phil had a bad lust spirit and how he would mess with men on the base. Don't you start that, Barker. Jesus Christ. That's new news for me. That's it. But you see how dark that is? When it's him. Is there any broken friendships you miss? Oh, that is a great question, Lady Wisdom. It's convoluted. The original answer is, the first answer is no, there isn't. But let me be honest with you guys. You don't spend no 13, 14, 15, 16 years with people. I met those people officially. We had some run-ins before. Officially at 23 years old. My final and last straw was 44. Now I had left before then, but the video was 44. You don't spend that much time with people and not build connection, not build community, whether it's negative or whatever. So there is a gap. There is a hole in my heart where I can tell that I have removed them by way of my personal work. And I desire for that kind of community back. But no, I still got to figure out what I'm going to do once the ship sinks. Because I know what's going to happen. I'm not done. 4 months from the ship sinking, 2 months, 2 weeks. Because my number's still the same. Hey, can you talk? And I don't know how I'm going to respond to that. What do you mean, can I talk? It's very convenient for you to reach out to me now. Oh Lord. So I don't know if I'm gonna I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Don't that ninja say if Mako had a he would marry him? That was enough to tell us about them. Yeah. I get that. I must email you. Please do. You are correct. I don't know any of these people you name. I'm just being mad. Okay, Ricardo. Gotcha. I'm still tripping about Junior, but I'm a chill. That's wild enough. You you know, Trey, you know. Hold on, Claude Graphics from Detroit. No, Claude Hamilton from Atlanta. He does graphics. He's based out of here, Atlanta. When Lisa said Trey was lying because she was there, but then turned around 2 seconds later and said she was gone for a year, I was like, you dummy. You don't know what Larry was doing. Now, let me tell you what's funny. They never stayed in the same room together. There have been countless men who have spent the night in any of Larry's homes that Lisa was in, and the men would sleep in Larry's room with Larry. When I say countless, not countless, let me be more. Like, it would be nothing for a Larry, a Shamako, or a Locklear, or other men from the church that were part of Larry's inner circle to spend the night in Larry's room while Lisa was in the other room, because they never, ever shared a room together for an extended period of time. And I think that's the part that's a bit frustrating, because, like, use your brain. Do you know how many gaps and holes and opportunities this man had to do this right in front of all of our faces? LR is ratchet soul. His public assassination of Jake's character is downright diabolical, considering his past. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I got a question. Why can't people be neutral? What do you mean, Taravia? Oh, ooh, that's a good one. What do you mean, Taravia? What do you mean? Let me know. I heard everyone that left the community wasn't against you. What does that mean, Cool Breeze? What does that mean? Wait, you talking about Larry at 2 a.m. in the morning? Is it 2 a.m.? It's 1:55. But ultimately, yes, I am. People want to know, and to be honest with you, I heal through talking. So it helps me as well. Also, it's important that I am an example of how to communicate these things. We see a lot of examples like what happened last Friday with Jive's platform. Loud, fussing and cussing, irate and lying. You can be straight up, you can hit the mark, and you can do everything you need to do and not lie and be messy and just talk plain and talk clear. And there needs to be more talk like this. You ain't got to add to it. Just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. You can't be neutral when you hold informations others don't have. Grace and been extended and run completely. Grace and has been extended and run completely out. I'm wondering about the neutral thing, because I'm wondering about that. Honestly, I know you are in your element, but I do believe you need your own church. People that have been manipulated by folks like LR need you. I'm just going to talk to your mom and dad. Black people. Oh, well, I got a better response for that. Hold on. I got a better response for that. To the no. All right. I didn't got to respond to that. I'll let TD Jakes do my work for me. Hey, Raymond Forte, how are you? Raymond Fort, it's been a while. I hope you're well, man. Hold on, Jasmine, you're lurking. Let's be nice. Let's be nice. You don't miss the girls? I will not allow myself, this is it, I'm about to be very honest. I do not allow myself to have feelings for any of those three, the two girls of Larry's and Joshua. No, because there is no bounds to the web that's been weaved. I don't trust anybody from over there. I don't allow myself to have feelings for them. I know they're there, but I got them locked up because, remember, they're a part of the network. So you can't be a part of the network if you're not a victim and an abuser. Yeah. Did you see Uncle Tim reading Thais for fifth? Did I? I didn't know that man could read like that. I did not. Never. Hey, Daquan, how you doing? Hey, Daquan. So what's the latest news on the Lambs? Susie, Joni, and Jonathan. Amen. I feel like Marcus Rogers hijacked the story, just like someone that loves attention would. At this point, though, I'm going to have to agree with Marcus when he say this. It's like it's time to hang it up. It's one of those situations like I'm in right now. Somebody's definitely telling the truth and somebody's not. If I was Jonathan and Susie, what I would do is find a reputable, neutral ground and have an interview and tell all of the business that Joni is threatening to tell. That way, they're exonerated. See, because then only thing Joni did was what my enemies would have done to me if I would have dropped that video without telling my business as well. Well, we got dirt on him. All right. So what they need to do, if they are telling the truth, is tell the whole truth. The whole truth. That will silence everything, and that will shut Joni up. Until they do that, they are just, in my opinion, they are just as complicit as Joni is. That's my opinion. Wilhelmina, you need to come from behind that fake page on everybody's channel, starting Miss. You are obsessed with Thais, I see. Okay. I don't think, now I don't want to get into the comment beef. Wilhelmina ain't really been tripping like that. See, over here, and even if Wilhelmina do that on other page, over here in SafeSpace, we don't really get down like that. There's not a lot of space for that. So, Tyler, I don't think she's been doing that. I don't think. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Because I don't want to get into I do not want to get into any comment beefs. I promise I don't. If you're new here, scroll down BT's page. We don't sit here and talk about LRL all day and night. If he is being mentioned, it's for a good reason. And the reason, well, first of all, thank you, Rikash. The reason today is I didn't bring it up. Someone asked me a question and I answered it, and then they kept on asking, and I'm talking about it. And as you see, they asked about Joni Lamb, so I talked about that. You know, preach, Jonathan. I'm gonna block you and Jonathan Cookie. Tyler Nelson, girl, please. Who's obsessed with? Okay, let me get no. I'm not calling no names anymore. Y'all, please be nice. I don't want that. I don't want this to turn into that. Please. Be nice, guys. I am glad that you are getting, you and others are getting your healing from the cesspool of evil that encountered this evil ninja. Yep, I am. Absolutely right. Silly girl, you weren't even around. That is one goofy damn woman, dog. It was during this time you're talking about Lisa. I was like, whoa, okay. Talking about Lisa, okay. Silly girl, you weren't even around. That is one goofy damn woman, dog. It was during the time he decided you weren't fit to keep your daughters around. Wow, okay. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. He's not wrong. I met you through Larry, and I really don't know anything that goes on in Patreon because it's not my thing. I just like your soul. You're the reason why I'm here. Only I like to learn. Okay, Taravia, thank you. And Taravia, I'm going to say two things. I'm probably not neutral because I'm compromised. But I do try my darndest to answer these questions as neutral as possible. I think that's a fair statement. I'm not so pure that I'm not compromised, but I really try to be as neutral as possible. Vincent, keep talking, sharing your experience and reflections until you have nothing else to say. Don't let the antagonist get to you. People are weird. Stay in freedom, brother. Yeah, I've made a vow not to be messy with it anymore. Like now there were some times that y'all could probably, if you could go back and look at any times that Larry was on the thumbnail, I was triggered and hollering and fussing. I'm glad I'm finally to a place I can just talk like this. Like that's why I changed the healing, soul healing. There was a time I wasn't always able to bring this up and talk about it without getting into my vein. Y'all know I get into that vein and I be going. I'm glad of that. I'm glad of that. Did you hear the secretly recorded board meeting Jonathan leaked? You know, I need to listen to that, Wilhelmina. I haven't listened to it because honestly, I was through with it. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed it or not. I'll do a show and not go back to it. I wouldn't have went back to the Lambs if Marcus wouldn't have been doing what Marcus do. Rogers, that is. If Marcus Rogers wouldn't have hauled up the thing, I wouldn't have even reported on them again. I really don't like to report part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, blah, blah, blah. Like, for what was it? There was something that I report. Oh, the Hilliards, for example. Y'all notice I didn't report on the Hilliards because I've reported on them twice. So in my mind, even though it's new stuff, I don't want my channel filled up with 5 videos on the Hilliards and da 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 da. And that might not be best, but it's just my thinking. So I haven't even looked, but I do really and not even for the show, Wilhelmina. I want to hear. At this point, I'm in it personally now. I want to hear it for myself. What do you think about Marcus Rogers making yet another mistake and having to repent? Marcus Rogers, is what's wrong with the church right now. Marcus Rogers is what's wrong with the church. Marcus Rogers is what's wrong with the church. To the point I almost feel sorry for him. I didn't realize that he was not that smart. I thought he was smarter than that. I thought he was grifting. I am almost bound to believe he's just not smart. Like, he really showed his slip, and then unless he did another one, the one I watched, then he like called out Jonathan and Susan, is like, gave them the word of the Lord, but repent. He is everything that's wrong with it. Marcus Rogers, everything that is wrong with the church right now. Black church, white church, Pentecostal, Baptist, Methodist, Catholic. Marcus Rogers is everything that's wrong with the church. Yeah. Ain't nobody studying Tyler Argent. All right. Y'all, please don't fight no more. Please. Hey, Daryl, how you doing, man? I hope you're well. I hope you're good. Thanks, Cash. Dimples hails from the beef sector, so she know how to keep something going. She responsible for McCrae exposing the fracture in LR and Jordan's relationship. I got to thank her for that. Who, Wilhelmina? Is Wilhelmina Dimples? What will it take for you to feel healed? Wonderful question. Time. Vindication. One or the other. I'm glad to be talking with y'all right now. I did not plan on it. I know folks won't believe that. I came on here because I was bored. Someone asked me a question that led to this, but I'm glad because it lets me see my healing. Nonetheless, time. I'm still healing. I don't like when people lie on me. I don't like when people lie on me. Like, you want to talk about me? You know me enough. Like, they know me enough to have plenty of roast sessions. You can talk about my mental health. I mean, there's things that they know. My mental health's not a secret. I go to therapy. I talk. I was on meds. I've worked through a lot of depression. Like, talk about that. Like, he crazy. He loopy. He this. He that. Like, talk about that. Like, don't lie on me. So I think those are the kind of things I got to get over. But it's coming. It's slow. It's slow. It's super slow. It's extremely slow. It's more slow than I would like it, but it's coming. Vincent, you're going to have to put that apostle hat on and set order. Come into your chat asking you what you're talking about is out of order. It's 1 a.m., 5 a.m., or whatever time it is. Matt Church disease. So I have this rule. I am nice in the beginning to everybody that comes on talking stupid. And I do that to disarm them in the hopes they catch the clue that this ain't one of those kind of things and you could just come over here and chill and talk with us, or leave until we talk about something you want to talk about. Because I think there was, but then if you keep on going, I'll block you. So for example, I think the lady's name last Sunday was Lisa. Had a lot of grace for Lisa, but now she's blocked forever. So hopefully, as I scroll down, everybody has caught the hint. Not over here. Not over here. But I will say this. If I say anything that marks y'all like maybe I'm lying, ask me. Push back. This is not just the time for people who don't like Larry. There's 132 of y'all watching. If I've said something right now, this is your time to be like, now, nigga. And maybe I need to explain myself. I'll be like, oop, I lied, my bad, sorry. Like, this is the time. Who is Marcus Rogers? What is his relationship to the Lambs? Well, he don't have a relationship with the Lambs. He is a commentator like I and most, but he's more of a word of God said, word of God said, word of God said, but it's really base level and not proper. Hold on one second. Let me make this a dog. I thought I had this door closed. Come out of there. Come on out of there. Come on. Culture. All this front room, and you at where you don't need to be. Go to bed. Go to bed. These dogs don't know I'm a real black parent. I can be doing 2 or 3 things at once. Marcus Rogers, what is his relationship? He doesn't have a relationship. He talks more than what he should. He's, in my opinion, egotistical man who always wants to correct people with the word of God. Somehow or another, I don't know how, he ended up interviewing the Lambs. What happened with the guy with the dreads that created the private LRL app? He just disappeared one day and they stopped promoting the app. Just curious. I have no idea. I have no idea. I know there was an app, but I honestly don't know. Marcus Rogers, Jackie, and the new wave of pop culture kingdom-centered Christianity is what's wrong with the church. The people who have all the answers the people who have all the answers are nasty workers. I agree, Charlotte. I agree. And I would like to think that Jackie would say that she's not a part of the Marcus Rogers school, but what she don't know is, in my book, she is. Wilhelmina is not Dimples. Well, who is Dimples? Oh! Lady Dimples. You are the one. Okay, I remember. Okay, yep. Lady Dimples, you did. Lady Dimples, I'm in now. I need to know. I'm putting you on the top about Lady Dimples. How did you know to ask that question? How did you know to ask that question? Marcus is one of those sanctimonious preachers. He's very arrogant, but not as arrogant as McClendon. Yeah. Where is his leadership? Where is Marcus' leadership? He always talks about it. You know, I talk to my pastors. There are people that are smarter than me. They know more the word of God than me. Blah, blah, blah. We ain't never seen them. And if I was a part of that crew, I would not want to be seen because he made a fool out of them this week. Lady Dimples, we need to reimburse you for that McCray Cash App because that was money well spent. Now, that's the truth. VT, we know you're not lying. Thank you, Elevator. Thank you so much. Marcus Rogers is a dummy. I figured that out a long time ago. He is too dogmatic and just crazy, arrogant, and so on. Yeah, he is. He is not the best person. Hershey King, go to bed. Who is Hershey King? Am I missing a lot of comments? I no longer trust light-skinned ninjas, Joe. Now listen. Just discernment, I had no clue it would take off like that. But see, y'all, there's something in the air. Something is in the air because something's in the air. That's all I'm going to say. Something's in the air right now. I made a vow to not talk about none of this stuff until I felt it lift. And I come up here 3 hours ago just to cut up with maybe 30 of y'all and laugh and cut up real quick and get off because I was bored. 3 hours and 5 minutes later, I'm talking about this. Something is in the air, y'all. Are you fussing? What's the little dog? Oh, so they like to disappear and then be done peed and pooped in this old house. And I don't like that. So I got all the doors closed and they in the front with me. Mad Church Disease is so funny. He's a mess. Mad Church Disease, you can't trust dark-skinned, bald-headed, sunglasses wearing. Oh my God. All right, guys. I think that's it. I feel like I missed some comments, but thank you guys for allowing me to speak. I will give you guys one more opportunity. Oh boy. None. It's more. I'm watching these numbers because I got to talk about this. Folks leave. They run out of here. None at all. None at all. Unfortunately, Sunday school, let me say this. Sunday school has been the greatest enemy to the minds of the body of Christ ever. Bible study, YPWW. Why do I say that? That was the one place where we all came together in a concentrated way and heard interpretation of scripture that was passed along from those that heard it, that was passed along from those that heard it. And most of these stories, most of these interpretations of scripture that was passed along has never been vetted. I mean, you read it in the scripture, but you've never studied it for yourself. You've never really connected to it. You just know that they said tarot cards were bad. And you just believe it. Or astrology is bad. Them stars. Bad, you believe it. Now, let's talk about the stars. How is, a lot of times, what cures the religious mind is common sense. I'm going to ask a common sense question. How is reading, interpreting, or seeking God's creation bad? Did God create the stars? Did God create message in the stars? Then where did we get off thinking it was bad? Let me tell you what's more spooky than the stars. You know what's more spooky? What is more apt to be manipulated in darkness than astrology? The prophecy that you get at church. No science, no nothing. It comes through the filter of my mind, my emotions, my culture. See, reading the stars is not connected to American culture or Western culture and Eastern culture. But the way we receive prophecy at church is connected to Black Pentecostal culture. The stars have a universal message that anyone can listen to, align with, and agree with. Your average person that has never been in a Black Pentecostal church will not understand, woman of God, you're going through a season, but I think God's going to bring you out. A lot of this stuff we've been bamboozled with. And may I go further? This card with 8 swords on it is the devil. No, get that stuff away from me. But then we would go to Food Line, Target or whatnot, with some oil that was made for cooking, lay hands on it and be like, now that's God. What? So my hands are not pure enough to make this pure, but it's pure enough to make something that was not created for laying on hands pure. All right, I'm done. I don't want to get lost in that. Y'all think I'm up here going to talk about that. I can go in about a whole bunch. So there is no difference. There is no difference at all. But if there is a difference, it's preference. Most people in our culture don't prefer astrology, don't prefer the zodiac. Most people prefer to get it another way. Yeah, I just got home and couldn't sleep. What's up? Hey, Justel, one thing about you, Justel, you're going to be late. I love. Rita's going to block me, but I like everyone, flaws and all. Got it, Lady Dimples. Got it. Real shy. Lady Dimples, what answer did you get? LOL, Jordan backing off because of the lawsuit? Well, William said a whole bunch of nothing and everything, all that. I ain't never seen somebody say too much and not enough at the same time. But what he did say set a firestorm off. And I got to agree, that was $49.99 well spent. What's the difference between a smart dummy and a wise fool? I would rather be a smart dummy than a wise fool. I would like to think the smart dummy is smart enough to know he is a dummy. A wise fool is double dumb. Because how you got wisdom and still a fool? You stupid square. All this knowledge and you still bumping your head up against the wall. Kelly G, no real answers, but the reactions to the question said, right. That's what I was saying. Right. Because Larry tried to explain him and Jordan's situation on the Tice Report show. It was interesting. I heard him talk about it, I think, on CTV show, I think. It sounded like, and I don't know, guys. I don't know. It sounded like it was about politics or something. But that's real dumb. Like, I said this on my show yesterday. I don't want to talk about that. Not right now. If the sons of Issachar, the three wise men and Jesus knew the signs of the times by looking at the sky, we all need to study. It'd be so funny because your average Black Pentecostal Christian will ride by a billboard that say change is coming soon. And be like, oh, God told me that. That's a sign. Season changing. And we be in a 12-12 portal. Now, let me say this. I don't fault anyone on how they get the information because there have been times where I've been around communities that are into all of the things, moons and all that kind of stuff. And I was praying and meditating that morning. And I just felt the need to okay, take a salt bath today. I did it. Then that night I'd be on the phone with one of those guys. And they're like, yeah, did you do your Lionsgate ritual? I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Lionsgate? You know what Lionsgate? No, what are you talking about? You supposed to? I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know it was a Lionsgate ritual, but I just felt in my heart to do Baby Today, Virginia. So the reality is you don't need either one. You just need to be open to the spirit. And so I'm not anti God speaking to me just sitting here without a prop or a tool or a star. I'm just saying everyone needs to be open to receive from God outside of their zip code, culture, skin color, race, political stance. There's a word from God that has nothing to do with all of that. We need to start hearing that God. That's what I'm saying. Taking oil and sanctifying it is hoodoo, but we will leave that for another conversation. Yeah, because I ain't trying to get lost today. Lovely, he is always trying to explain some mess. Always trying to explain some mess. Vincent, Vincent, that's in the Bible. We all know the stars are in the Bible. I never believed that one about astrology is tarot cards. Well, there is a link between astrology and the tarot. For example, the Justice card is the card of the Libra. So there's juxtaposition, there's links between tarot and astrology. Answer, a preacher license. All right. Goodbye, LaFontre. I ain't one to gossip, but I heard Manasseh and them prophesied Trump would win and voted for him. That was part of the fallout, but you ain't heard that from me. If I had to bet money, I am him first, because I ain't going to go for people. I think that's what it is. But I ain't trying to give the enemy no secrets. This is not the time to be getting on. This is not the time down that hill. Not for you. Maybe somebody else, but not for you. You's a fool. It's not the time down that hill. Kelly G's laughing. Smart dummy has potential. Wise fool is a waste of skin. Right, right. Well, good night, all. Good night, Mad Church. Good night. Listen, stop playing. You're hurting my mind. What I'm doing? I not do no thing. Spitting. Is a symbol. It's not really not only a will. It's a symbol of what we want God to do. I don't know. I tried to be neutral. I try to be neutral when it's the best thing because you don't get caught up on one side. Yeah. Say what, Archbishop? What? Yeah, I'm assuming, a lot of us are assuming that Archbishop and Manasseh voted for Donald Trump and Larry's throwing a fit about it, and I don't know, child. All right, guys, my stomach hurts, which means I've been talking from my diaphragm for a long time now. So I'm gonna go to bed. I enjoyed this, though. I hope that you guys got all that you needed from this. Listen, if you're up here listening to me, it's a great time. If you enjoyed this, I would love for you guys to support what I got going on. And I say this sincerely, all right? My Cash App is VTerrillHill LLC. The PayPal is Zelle is info@VTerrillHill.com. If you're watching the replay and you made it this far, you knows it. So you definitely need to be fun. Love you guys a long time. I appreciate you all. I will see y'all tomorrow at 1 p.m. With my parents, and then 9:30 on Monday. God bless. And for all of you all that's going to see this and clap back, I have a message for you. Don't waste too much of this energy. Like, if you're going to do it like I do it, so you don't be too negative and get caught up. You don't want all that negativity in your ear, right? All right. Y'all be blessed. Chat later. Bye-bye.